Eagle Television High School Sports, brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today 628-6712. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Gut Shock Equipment, family owned since 1973. Choose from an incredible selection of products, including Arctic Cat. Stop dreaming, start riding. Always wear a helmet and don't drink and ride. Kurt Staub Agency, your American family insurance agent with locations in Hayes and Ellis. Just the right coverage for wherever your dreams take you. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rind Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Cross Manufacturing, looking for a few good people to join their team. Apply today. Cross Manufacturing. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them online at homesteelsiding.com.
Thank you for choosing to style Classic Quality Body Shop.
Classic Quality Body Shop has had the pleasure of serving this area since 1984. Much like a sports team, Shelton and his team have worked hard, grown together, and followed the playbook of taking care of customers to become one of the most highly regarded body shops in the area. Support your local team, whether on the field or when choosing who you do business with.
Thank you for choosing to style Classic Quality Body Shop.
See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Steel Fabrications, the Iron Men of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications. Thirsties, before the game, during the game, and after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Call or stop by today for all your real estate needs. Next Tech Wireless, avid supporters of local athletic programs, and have sponsored multiple school events. Are you ready for something different? See Next Tech Wireless. NCK Tech, North Central Kansas Technical College, is dedicated to being a leader in workforce development by maximizing value for students, employers, and communities. Log on to ncktc.edu to see what they can do for you. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years, Paul Wurtenberger Construction. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online today at HayesChevrolet.com.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything, so can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
G&L Tire and Automotive. G&L Tire is proud to be voted #1 tire store by the people of Hayes since 2005. They've been a part of the community since 1997 and look forward to seeing you at 201 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better, Walmart. Whiskey Creek Wood Fire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Leon's Welding and Fabrication. From welding and fabrication to sandblasting and powder coating to supporting the community, you can always count on Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Commerce Bank. Here's the ones that rise to the challenge. Commerce Bank. Commercial Builders. On time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs. Screen print, embroidery, design. Where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best. 2204 Vine and Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company. Proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
Eagle Television High School Sports, brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today 628-6712. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Gut Shock Equipment, family owned since 1973. Choose from an incredible selection of products, including Arctic. Stop dreaming, start riding. Always wear a helmet and don't drink and ride. Kurt Staub Agency, your American family insurance agent with locations in Hayes and Ellis. Just the right coverage for wherever your dreams take you. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rind Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Cross Manufacturing, looking for a few good people to join their team. Apply today. Cross Manufacturing. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful. Energy efficient and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them online at homesteelsiding.com.
Thank you for choosing the style classic quality body shop.
Classic Quality Body Shop has had the pleasure of serving this area since 1984. Much like a sports team, Shelton and his team have worked hard, grown together, and followed the playbook of taking care of customers to become one of the most highly regarded body shops in the area. Support your local team, whether on the field or when choosing who you do business with.
Thank you for choosing the style classic quality body shop.
See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Steel Fabrications, the Iron Men of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications. Thirsties, before the game, during the game, and after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Call or stop by today for all your real estate needs. Next Tech Wireless.
And welcome to Dodge City, where the Hayes High Indians and the Dodge City Red Demons set to do battle some, 2.5 hours past the time that they were supposed to. Weather playing a big role in tonight's game. Dodge City 2-3 on the season, same as Hayes High. The difference is in their WAC schedule this year. Hayes High is 2-1, Dodge City is 0-1. The Hayes High Indians, the Dodge City Red Demons. I'm Dustin Armbruster along with Kurt David. KFIX studio has Rafe Dent in it. We've got Harrison and Gabe for the ECTV and Hayes Post crew. It's going to be Dodge City kicking off. Kurt, how did the coin toss go down?
Captains tonight, Hunter Brown, Dante Blackman, and Dylan Schmittenberger. Dodge City Red Demons won the toss at midfield. Dodge City elected to defer, so Dodge City is kicking off from our left, going to the right. They've got a north wind behind them for the kickoff, about at 10 miles. When we were here at 6:30, it was a 25-mile-an-hour wind from the south. We now have a 10-mile-an-hour wind from the north, so a little bit of changes. Dodge City kicking off with the wind of the Hayes High Indians. Here we go, Dustin.
And kicking off, Carlos Fernandez, a senior. He'll address the football. His kick is going to be a high, short kick. Coming up on the bounce is going to be Hayden Brown. Has to field it to the 3. Middle return to the 15. Cuts left and gets out to about the 18-yard line to the 19-yard line, where the Hayes High Indians will have first down and 10. Hayes High on the season averaging 171 yards of offense, 139 on the ground, 32 through the air. This is a team in Hayes High that has faced 3 of the top defenses in each of the 4, 5, and 6A classifications throughout the year. They are averaging points a game. Dodge City giving up 31 points a game. Gave up to Wichita South last week. Hayes High right to left, 57 degrees. At kickoff, it was 87 when we got here. I formation, 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Hunter Brown under center. Long snap count. Turns hands off on a cut back to Markley. He'll get to the 20-yard line, maybe to the 21. Gain of 1.5 yards on first down. And Kurt, with the rain that we had, the turf's going to be a little wet. Ball security, big issue tonight.
There's going to be big security tonight. The Hayes High Indians have really got to take care of the ball. And again, pick up yardage on first down, 1.5, 2 yards, not quite what we were looking for there. But remember, we've got Chase Browse in there at your left guard position. He finished off the game at Valley Center for Kyler Kiki. He went out. He starts tonight at that left guard position.
We'll get your starting lineups to you on offense as we go along. Again, 2 wide receivers right, 1 left, second down and 9 from the 20. Handoff. Remember, no, Brown keeps it, pulls it out of the belly of the fullback to the 25. Options to the 30, 35 to Markley, and gets hit out of bounds as he gets to the 41-yard line. So Brown takes it out to about the 27-yard line, a 7-yard run for Brown, and then advanced another 14 yards by Markley, and the Hayes High Indians have a first down. Starting on that offensive line for the Indians, left tackle Dante Blackman, Chase Browse, the left guard, center Trey Van Pelt, right guard Colton Scholendollar, and the right tackle is Logan Schulte. The positions elsewhere at wide receiver, Palmer Hutchison and Hayden Brown, tailback Keaton Markley, Dylan Schmittenberger, the fullback, back after spraining his knee a week ago, Hunter Brown, the quarterback, Mason Ibarra, the tight end. I formation, tight end left side this time for the Indians. On first down from the 39-yard line, turn, handoff, no, Brown wants to throw, open the middle to Palmer Hutchison, sidesteps the defender into Dodge City territory at the 49-yard line, down to the 45, and the Hayes High Indians first down in Dodge City territory.
3 plays and now 2 first downs. On that previous play, on the option play, big shout out to Chase Browse. Again, he's starting tonight at that left guard position. He had a great block on Marcos Fisher, the junior 225-pound defensive tackle. It opened up a hole for Hunter Brown on that second down play.
The pass play will go for 16 yards. Brown threw for a total of just 21 last week on 7 completions. A turn and handoff to Tavian Kramer, gets hit in the backfield and dropped. He's going to lose a yard, maybe 2 on the play, back to the 46-yard line.
Interesting defensive formation. Jason Taylor, he's a 170-pound sophomore defensive end, was lining up at the nose guard position over the 234-pound senior Trey Van Pelt.
And it'll be second down and 11 on the next play for the Hayes High Indians. Ball over to the right side or left side of the hash marks. 1 wide receiver to the right. It's an option play. A pass by Brown. He's going to get sacked back inside of Hayes High territory, untouched. came Carlos Fernandez, his second sack of the season untouched, and Hayes High has third down and long from their own side of the field at their own 48-yard line.
And this is what we talked about during our various pregame talks, is the Hayes High Indian offense isn't good at coming from behind, and now faced with a 3rd and 17 passing position.
Hayes High on the season on third down, just 24%, 12 of 51, going well on back-to-back first down plays, but now third down and 17. Wide receiver left, option play, handoff to Schmidberger, cuts back, gets hit from behind, stays on his feet. He'll get inside the 45. I said Schmidberger, that's my mistake. That was actually Hayden Brown taking it to the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 8, and it'll be third down, fourth down, and 9. Hayden Brown's first carry of the night. Hayes High looks like they will punt the football away into the wind, and that certainly is going to play a role into the decision on this one. So the ball from the 44-yard line, but again, Hayes High, because of those two plays going backwards, ends up hurting themselves. Here's the punt from Clark. He is going to hit it to the left side, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. A short 23-yard punt where the official marked it out all the way up at the 23.
So 6 plays on their first drive. They take it 36 yards down the field, but it ends in a punt for the Hayes High Indians.
A 22-yard punt. Logan Clark had been averaging 39 yards a punt so far this season. So Hayes High has to punt on their first drive after getting into Dodge City territory, and quickly the Red Demons are out onto the field with quarterback Bo Foster. The running back is Jael Johnson. Dawson Williams at wide receiver. He'll play running back as well. He does on first down. Gets ahead of steam and gets buried as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that's about it. Submarining him is Palmer Hutchison. A gain of a yard on the play to the 24-yard line. Dodge City, hurry-up offense, again puts Dawson Williams behind the quarterback, 2 running backs to block in front of the quarterback, Bo Foster. Toss left side for Williams. Williams goes left side, gets through the initial defenders, gets across the 25. There is a flag on the play over near the Hayes High sideline. So before the ball is officially marked at the 27, the officials will get together and talk. On that offensive line for Dodge City, left tackle is Giancarlo Rodriguez, a 210-pound senior. The left guard, Marcos Fisher, a 225-pound junior. Center, Weston Moon, a 180-pound senior. Right guard is Evan Darville, a 295-pound junior. And the right tackle, Nicholas Harlan, a 210-pound senior. Apparently no penalty on the play, so Dawson Williams takes the ball out to the 27-yard line, gain of 3, and third down and 6 coming up for the Red Demons, converting 34% on the year. Same formation, 2 running backs in front of the quarterback. Handoff to Dawson Williams. He's going to get hit and dropped shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the formation. Shotgun for Dodge City. 2 blocking backs in front of the quarterback, and then Dawson Williams is the running back. And on fourth down and 4 after the gain of 2, Dodge City thinking about going for it here, or will they punt? They will punt. Williams, the high, short punt, and it's going to land. And boy, if Tavian Kramer goes over and gets that football, he has got a chance to go a long ways. Instead, it rolls inside the 10, all the way down to about the 7-yard line.
Interesting. 3-and-out possession that the Hayes High Indian defense forced Dodge City into. This is a Dodge City Red Demon team that leads the Western Athletic Conference in passing offense, and they chose to start the game with 3 running plays. So interesting start for Dodge City. Again, it's tough to field those quick kicks. You're kind of a little bit of surprised. You don't know what kind of coverage you got, but in this case, the wind picked up a roll and took that ball down to the 7-yard line.
In the air, it went about 20. Total, it went 63 yards, and Hayes High will start back from their own 7-yard line. Hayes High Indian football brought to you by Eagle Communications, Midwest Energy, Heartland Building Center, Gibbs Auto Supply, and Horizon Appliance and Electronics. Hayes from their own 7-yard line. They have to huddle in the end zone and then come out from there. I formation. The fullback is going to be Hayden Brown. Keaton Markley, the tailback, handoff to Hayden Brown. Nope, Hunter Brown ended up keeping it. He's going to lose a couple of yards back to the 5-yard line. Dylan Schmidberger is going to give it as much as he can tonight, but that may be more on the defensive side than it is on the offensive side tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what. Again, we go back to the Valley Center game of last week when the Hayes Hayes High Indians were able to pick up yardage on first down like they did on the first down play of the last series. They had a successful drive. Now the Hayes High Indians start with a loss on first down, and now it's a 2nd and 12.
Neither team scores on their first drive of the game. 6:40 to go. Hayes High with the ball for a second time. Scoreless here in the first quarter. It's a turn. It's going to be a keeper by quarterback. Hunter Brown gets back to the original line of scrimmage and then gets forward for maybe an extra yard to the 8. It'll be a gain of 3, maybe 4. Third down for the Hayes High Indians. 3rd down and 8 coming up after the pickup of 4 for Hunter Brown.
That time again, Hunter Brown running over Chase Browse, that left guard who's in there, and Chase had a nice low block again on number 54, the junior for Dodge City.
Well, as you can imagine, because of the 3-hour delay from the weather, 2.5 hours after the normal kickoff, not a large crowd here, not a lot of noise to be had in Dodge City. 3rd down for the Indians. Long snap count. Turn, handoff to Hayden Brown. He's going to get across the 10-yard line, and that's it to the 11. A gain of just 2. Hayes High will be 3 and out and have to punt into the wind. That's how big that previous punt by Dawson Williams was of 60-plus yards.
Yeah, but a 3 and out, you got the ball 3 places, you've only picked up 3 yards. Not a very successful possession on this second possession of the game for the Hayes High Indians.
The first punt for Logan Clark went just 22 yards. This time he'll have to punt from the end zone. The snap is a good one. The kick on the way. The ball was tipped. Dawson Williams fields at the 35 and gets taken down before he can reach the 25. It's a return of 8. Special teams tackle is made by Mason Ibarra, but Dodge City with excellent field position after the punt of 25 yards into the wind, and Dodge City trying here to quickly get back onto the field. They want an opportunity to take advantage of the wind at their backs. 5:15 to go, opening quarter. Here's Dodge City's second possession. The ball is at the Hayes High 26-yard line. Keeper by the quarterback, Foster. He's going to get wrapped up and dropped across the 25 to the 24-yard line. Forward progress by the sophomore quarterback to the 23. It's a gain of 3 by Foster.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dodge City really has switched the field here. Now they start this possession on the Hayes High Indian 27-yard line.
And they're going a high-tempo offense. 2 wide receivers left, 2 wide receivers to the right. Jail Johnson is in the backfield to the left of Foster, the coach's son and quarterback. He's going to look that way for the screen pass. Now look over the middle, now being flushed from the pocket. Rolling out to his right, still looking, tucks, and gets hit and driven out of bounds. Hayden Brown over there to make the initial hit. Pressure from Logan Schulte and Wyatt Sheevy as well. It's a gain of 2 to about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Dylan Schmidberger in there as well, getting pressure on the quarterback that forced him to the outside to roll. And all right, so the Hayes High Indians have forced him into a 3rd and 4 now on the Hayes High Indian 21-yard line.
Good coverage, 3rd and 6. Pass left side to Dawson Williams on the screen, cutting back to the inside. He is near a first down. This is close. Needed about 6 yards, maybe 5. The pass on the first attempt goes to Dawson Williams. They're saying 4th down, so did not get the yardage they needed. 4th down and a half a yard. Foster lines up in the shotgun formation. It's a mishandled snap, and the quarterback gets hit, and he's not going to get there. Palmer Hutchison blows up the quarterback in the backfield on 4th and a half a yard. They lose a half yard, and it's a change of possession on downs. How about the Hayes High defense?
Boy, allowed him to get 9.5 yards on 3 downs, but on 4th down, Palmer Hutchinson from the linebacker position comes in strong, forcing a turnover on downs against the Dodge City Red Demons.
It is his 5th tackle for loss in this season.
All right, now the Hayes High Indians have gotten the ball back. There's now 4 minutes left in the first quarter. They're heading into about a 10-mile-an-hour north wind on their own 19-yard line.
Hayes High actually has better field position on this particular drive than they did after the punt. So 4th and a half a yard, they get out of it. Dodge shows blitz. They bring the blitz. Handoff. Markley gets tripped up as he tries to make his move. Had just a step to go, and he was going to break it to the outside. Gets up near the 20-yard line. Gain of 2. Hayes High, for the most part, has been on the ground for all but one play. That was a pass play of 16 yards to Palmer Hutchison. Ball up to the 20. 2nd down and 8. Hayes High right to left into the wind. This is their 3rd possession already. Indian football brought to you by USAFE Pharmacy, Next Tech, Steel Fabrications, and Edward Jones, Darrell, Jeff, and Linda Seibel. Ball on the right hash. Trey Van Pelt with the right palm on that football. Hunter Brown underneath of him. Play action pass. Brown looking to the near side for Palmer Hutchison. Makes the catch. He gets hit. First down across the 30 up to the 33-yard line. And it's going to be a first down for the Indians. Great route by Palmer Hutchison. He's able to beat the cornerback on the play, Dejan Delgado. The ball out to the 33, and it's a gain of 13 yards.
Yeah, Hunter Brown had time to throw that ball up and was really throwing it high towards a position and hoping Palmer Hutchison would get underneath it. Palmer Hutchison got there and picked up the first down.
2 catches, 29 yards from Hunter Brown to Palmer Hutchison. Palmer had 4 receptions on the year for 30 yards prior to that. Indians right to left into the wind. 3 minutes to go, first quarter, timeout. I think Hayes High's got to use the timeout. 4 seconds were left on the play clock. Indian football brought to you by Discount Siding, Insurance Planning, High Plains Farm Credit, and High Plains Roofing. And certainly the story here in the first quarter, Kurt David, is the Hayes High defense. A 3-and-out they force, and then on 4th-and-a-half yard, they hold Dodge City on a quarterback sneak.
Exactly, and that's exactly right. As Dodge City, Hayes High Indians have really shut down the running game for Dodge City, and Dodge City really hasn't tried to do much of any kind of downhill passes with this wind at their back. So really a surprise offensively for the strategy from the offense on Dodge City's part. And they're really not taking advantage of what has been a successful passing game so far this season.
Uniform update brought to you by Phase 2. Big thanks to Phase 2 for our game day apparel. For Hayes High, they've got their road white jerseys, maroon pants with the black down the sides and a maroon helmet. Dodge City home red jerseys, white numbers, white pants, and then the red Dodge City helmets, DC, on the right side of the helmet. First down for the Indians, 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Use a timeout because of the play clock winding down. They'll go tight end right and left, and then they'll go with 2 wide receivers. Turn, handoff, no play action pass. Brown looking down for Hayden Brown, and he overthrew him. Overthrew his brother, who he threw a touchdown to a week ago. But Hunter Brown, Kurt, is getting time to throw the football tonight.
He is. They really have done a good job. They had a double team on Evan Darville. That was Dante Blackman and Chase Browse had a double team on Evan Darville. He's a defensive tackle, a 295-pound junior, and he wasn't allowed anywhere close to Hunter Brown on that particular
play. The 2
play.
defensive tackles, Marcos Fisher and Evan Darville, have combined for 75 tackles, 9 of those for loss this year. Second down, I formation for the Indians. They go heavy left side, counter play to the running back. That is Keaton Markley, and Hunter Brown got hit very hard after handing off that football. 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and the official now talking with Hunter Brown, who I don't think was too appreciative of it, and the official is still in the Hayes High huddle. No gain on the play. Call it a half a yard for Keaton Markley. 17 yards on 4 carries. 3rd and 9 for the Indians, who are 0 for 2 so far in this game. Ball at the 34-yard line. Indians right to left. 2:12 to go. Opening quarter, no score. Indians on their 3rd drive. Brown under center. Got Dodge City to jump, but didn't get into the neutral zone. Long snap count. Now Brown stands up, and I think he's going to end up taking a second timeout. And they will. So Hayes High uses a second timeout on this drive. Second timeout in 4 plays. Hayes High has 3rd and 9 with 2 minutes to go first quarter. No score in Dodge City.
So Hayes High Indians have used two timeouts on this particular drive. One strategically to reset a play, but that time really thinking they could get Dodge City to jump offside. That would have picked up 5 yards and made it 3rd and 5, a different situation than 3rd and 10, but unsuccessful there. But interesting that with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, Hayes High Indians down to 1 timeout left in this half.
The Hayes High cross-country team was supposed to head to Salina tomorrow for the Salina Central Invitational. That has been canceled because of all the rain they received in Salina. They're supposed to run at the golf course there, so that's not going to happen, and that's a pass along to you. Some scores from around games that we've been interested in. McPherson beats Rose Hill tonight 35-0, called in the 3rd quarter because of weather. Abilene gets beat by Clay Center 48-6 tonight. Those are 2 of the finals thus far. And your scoreboard update powered by Hayes K-Lawn. The green grass you want in the spring starts with spraying in the fall with Hayes K-Lawn. Call Kirk Maska 623-0674 or Kurt Viner 84-27. Indians split a wide receiver way out to the right side on 3rd and 9 from their own 34-yard line. Power I formation for Hayes High on this play. It's a turn in as a keeper by Hunter Brown. Tries to get to the outside, gets by the 35-yard line, and then gets wrapped up and dropped by Samuel Mead. Got to the 39, picked up 5, but needed 9, and Hayes High will punt into the wind for a 3rd time.
So 4 plays now on that particular drive for the Hayes High Indians. Ends going to be up a punt for the Hayes High Indians now with 1 minute 36 left in the first quarter. No score.
Punts of 22 yards and 25 yards so far by Logan Clark. He'll punt with 1:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. A 3rd punt into the wind. Dawson Williams, dangerous return man, waiting at his own 35. The snap is a good one. The kick is high. Williams is going to fair catch at the 37-yard line. That is a punt of 24 yards, but Logan Clark got it up into the air enough that Dawson Williams needed just to settle under it and catch the football. Indian football brought to you by Hayes K-Law, State Glass Company, Lewis Automotive Group, and Roof Masters. Dodge City offense back out onto the field already. They'll start this drive at their own 36-yard line. They started at the Hayes 26 on the previous, but did not score. 2 wide receivers left and right for Bo Foster. He'll turn, hand off to Johnson. No play action pass over the seam. Wide open is going to be John Johnson, and then he fumbles the football. Take it down at the 35, or do they say down by contact? They do. The ground caused the fumble at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and that time the Hayes High Indian receivers about 5 or 6 yards off. They're going to go quick now from the line of scrimmage, but Hayes High Indians can't play that far off the receivers.
29 yards on the completion to John Johnson, his 14th reception of the year. Now an interception. Pass is going to be picked up by the Hayes High Indians. Here comes Mason Ibarra up the left sideline. He gets taken down across the 40. Mistake by Dodge City, and the Hayes High Indians have an interception taken away by Mason Ibarra. It's his first career interception for the Hayes High Indians, who now have the football for a 4th time in the first quarter.
Tell you what, big play, netted 29 yards on a pass play for Bo Foster, but he's thrown 3 interceptions on the season, that being his 4th. And Hayes High Indians have capitalized with just at the end of the 4th quarter here, now heading into the win for last series. 49.5 seconds left before we go to the 2nd quarter.
From their own 42, so a punt, change of possession on downs, then interception by Dodge City. Hayes High has been punt, punt, and punt. This is their best field position from their own 42. Again, hard snap count, no flag on the jump. Goes to Keaton Markley, left side, and gets up to the 44-yard line. A gain of 2.
So some miscommunication on the part of the Hayes High Indian defensive secondary, left a receiver open for a big 29-yard pass play. Then some miscommunication between Bo Foster and one of receivers that threw a pass right to Mason Ibarra.
Hayes High will have to run one more play before the expiration of the first quarter. There is lightning way off to the east. That's the remnants of the storm that went through here and delayed it by 2.5 hours. Ibarra splitting over to the right. 6 seconds on the play clock. Brown under center, gets the snap, turns, hands off to Markley. That is Hayden Brown, who was the tailback that time. He gets across the 45 to the 46, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Scoreless in Dodge City, and some late night football in this Western Athletic Conference matchup. This is Hayes High Indian football.
Thank you for choosing the style. Classic Quality Body Shop.
Classic Quality Body Shop has had the pleasure of serving this area since 1984. Much like a sports team, Shelton and his team have worked hard, grown together, and followed the playbook of taking care of customers to become one of the most highly regarded body shops in the area. Support your local team, whether on the field or when choosing who you do business with.
Thank you for choosing the style. Classic Quality Body Shop.
See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything, so can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
third down, about 6 for the Hayes High Indians. First play of the second quarter, Brown rolling out, looking down the field, needs somewhere to throw to, now in some trouble, tucks it away, and he'll run out of bounds for a loss of about 3.5 yards. Nobody got open on that play. There was 3 out running routes, but there had been 8 dropping in coverage, and it's going to be a loss on the play of 3 yards.
There was actually good pocket protection for Hunter Brown there, but he had to scramble out to his right to try to find an open receiver, and that's when he found an outside linebacker here, Samuel Mead, 195-pound junior, ready to make the tackle on the outside.
So now Logan Clark gets to punt with the wind. The snap is high. He brings it down and skies a punt way up into the air. Dawson Williams will let it bounce. It takes a Dodge City bounce at about the 22 up to the 23-yard line. And it's going to be a 34-yard punt. Hayes High has had the ball 4 times. They have punted 4 times. And Dodge City, onto their 4th drive, had gone punt, change of possession on downs, and an interception by Mason Ibarra. Now they go into the wind, scoreless as we open the second quarter, 11:40 to go. Dodge City offense back out onto the field from the 24-yard line. Back to the original starting lineup or field position for Dodge City. It's a toss to Williams near side. Williams cuts back, and the Hayes High Indians are there to make the tackle. Tackle made by Mason Ibarra, 3 yards deep in the backfield.
Exactly. Mason Ibarra was out there from that outside position, containment position, and made a tackle for loss 2 yards deep in the backfield.
Dodge City back up to the line of scrimmage already. They bring out their big package. They go with wide receivers this time on 2nd down and 13 from the 21-yard line. 3 wide receivers right for Bo Foster. Dawson Williams alone to the left. Hayes High 3-down lineman. It's going to be a pass play right side. Going to be caught by Delgado. He's going to get hit, get back to the original line of scrimmage, and then gain a yard to the 25. It is Dejan Delgado's 14th catch of the season, a gain of 4.
Okay, Delgado's actually a pass play out in the flat, more like a screen play, and then Delgado kicks back in. The ball actually thrown about even with the line of scrimmage. Delgado able to pick up about 3 on that play.
3rd and 9, Dodge City 0 for 2 on 3rd downs so far. 2 wide receivers each way. It's going to be a play-action pass. The quarterback looking deep. It's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. Well played by Tavian Kramer, who got in the way of the wide receiver, then made sure after it was broken up, he pushed the guy out of bounds, so there was no catch, and the Indians hold on 3rd.
Dustin, that's what we talked about. The Hayes High Indians have got to guard against 4 receivers for the Dodge City Red Demons, 4 receivers that rank in the top 10 of the Western Athletic Conference. Tavian Kramer playing very close secondary defense right there. That's how it needs to be played the rest of the evening.
The ball from the 25. Carlos Fernandez into punt. 16 punts, averaging only 26 yards per punt. The snap is a good one. The kick is away. Hayes High will let it bounce, and they're going to start in Dodge City territory at the 47-yard line. It is a punt of 22 yards. So Hayes High has great starting field position. They're best of the game. They'll start at the Dodge City 47, scoreless between the 2 teams in this Western Athletic Conference battle. Indian football brought to you by Progressive Physical Therapy, Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, and Adams Brown, Barron, and Ball. Wide receiver left, Wyatt Sheevy. Wide to the right is going to be Tavian Kramer. Hayes High will send 3 wide receivers to the right now. Brown out from under center, looking to throw. Over the middle is going to be almost intercepted. Wyatt Sheevy takes it away from Dejan Delgado. Hayes High, lucky they didn't throw an interception. Good job by Sheevy to realize he needed to play defensive back.
That's exactly right. But Hunter Brown, again, given good protection by the offensive line. Just very well covered on defense, and you're right. Wyatt Sheevy recognized, I've got to play defense now and get the ball out of this defender's hands.
Hayes High, 4 possessions, 4 punts so far. They have had a couple of first downs on 2 of the drives. Sheevy, wide receiver left. To the I formation, Hayden Brown will be the fullback, Keaton Markley the tailback, tied into the right. It's going to be a handoff to Hayden Brown. He'll take it inside of the 45, take it down to about the 42, 43-yard line. Nice game on 2nd and 10. He'll pick up 5, 3rd and 5. Hayes High is 0 for 4 on 3rd down so far tonight, and just 24% on the year.
Logan Schulte and Colton Schoendaler that time controlling that right side, the near side of the line of scrimmage for the Hayes High Indians, opening up a hole for a gain of 6.
Hayes High with the wind at the back. They started this second quarter this drive in Dodge City territory. 2 wide receivers to the right, including Graydon Mayfield, 1 wide receiver to the left. Turn, play action, no handoff, Keaton Markley, and he can't get out of the grasp of the Dodge City Red Demons. Making the tackle is going to be Jayshawn Taylor, the defensive end. A gain of 1, and Hayes High will punt for a 5th time.
Jason Taylor, defensive end, but it's playing more of a nose guard position for the Hayes High Indians, and at 170-pound sophomore is quick coming off the ball.
So Hayes High will punt after getting great field position. They'll punt from the 42-yard line. Williams goes way back. The punt, a nice high punt, nearly blocked. It's going to bounce at the 2-yard line, take a high bounce, and go into the end zone. 42-yard punt, and Logan Clark's leg is getting a workout tonight. That's his 5th punt, and there's still 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Dodge City's offense runs back out onto the field.
Boy, but I'll tell you what, 3-and-out possessions last week against Valley Center gave Valley Center the ball in very advantageous field position. Now Clark's being able to take advantage of the wind at his back. Dodge City, although getting the ball after 3-and-out, is getting the ball on the Hayes High Indian 20.
2 wide receivers right, 2 wide receivers to the left. This is Dodge City's worst starting field position. Handoff goes to Jail Johnson, his first carry of the night. He had 37 carries on the year, and he goes across the 25 to the 27-yard line, picks up 7. That's Dodge City's best running play of the night, and the Red Demons quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. 3 wide receivers left. Dawson Williams, the one way out to the left side. Handoff Johnson, counter play. He's going to get in behind his big left tackle, Giancarlo Rodriguez, but get cut down after no gain on the play. Call it a yard of gain on the play. 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Red Demons. They're 0 for 3 so far. From the 28-yard line, right to left. Bo Foster out of that shotgun, has 3 wide receivers to the left side. Pump fake that way, looking down the field. Good coverage by the Indians. Bo Foster, give in chase, running to the right side. Going to get hit. He's going to get out of the tackle. He's going to stretch for the 1st down and get held up a yard short. He got through the first 2 tackles, and then Hayes High held him a yard short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 2. Will Dodge City go for it from their own 29-yard line?
Dante Blackman, the near side defensive end, broke through 2 tackles to track down Bo Foster and force him to the outside of the far side of the field.
The ball from the 29. The blocking back is Dawson Williams. Watch out for a direct snap on this 4th and 1. Snap is back. It's good to Fernandez. He gets off a low punt. Tavian Kramer called for a fair catch. It hit his hands and then went to the turf. Who has the football? Dodge City says they do. It is going to be Dodge City's football. It's going to be recovered by the Red Demons. It is recovered by Preston Moon, and Dodge City will keep get a new possession in Hayes High territory at the 48-yard line, and they're already lined up. A fumbled punt return, and the Hayes High Indians now defensively see a pump fake. There's a throw down the field into the hands of John Johnson. Makes a couple guys miss, gain of 11. And boy, on that particular play, the blocking by the wide receivers started way before that pass was thrown. Second catch for John Johnson. That one is a gain of 10. 46 yards passing. And they'll call it a gain of 11 to the 37-yard line. Hayes High defense needs to bow their necks here a little bit. 3 wide receivers right for Bo Foster in Hayes High territory. Play action, keeper by Foster. Foster gets hit at the 30 and dropped there, but it's a gain of 7. And the chunks coming a little bigger here. A big momentum swing for the Red Demons, recovering that fumbled punt return.
Well, it was a play action, but really a misdirection also for Bo Foster. He looked like that ball was going to go off tackle to the left side of the field, and the Hayes High Indian defense opened up a hole for Bo to run through.
1 left, 3 right. It's going to be a handoff to Jail Johnson. He makes 2 guys miss and then gets taken down by Hunter Brown. Otherwise, he's gone down at the 22-yard line, gain of 8.
Okay, so another 1st down for the Dodge City Red Demons, now down to the Hayes High Indian 22-yard line.
This is the best drive for Dodge City in terms of penetration so far, and Hayes High is going to use their final timeout of the first half in order to try to catch their collective breath. Hayes High held Dodge City to a 3-and-out but then the fair catch on the punt return was bobbled, and it was picked up by Dodge City. So Hayes High on the season now with their 10th turnover. That makes them even on the season. 10 turnovers, 10 takeaways, excuse me. They are +1 still because of the interception earlier in the game by the quarterback, or by Mason Ibarra.
Yeah, the fumble was one thing, but that gave Dodge City advantageous field position. They gave it to them at the Hayes High Indian 47-yard line to start that particular position. Now Dodge City's taken advantage of a Hayes High Indian defense that's been on the field.
After the start of the game by the score of that is Indians' Dylan Schmidberger with a tackle for loss.
Boy, Johnson was actually kind of arcing. He actually backed up on the field a little bit, and Dylan Schmidberger saw that, took advantage of it, and got on him quick to maximize the amount of the loss on that particular play.
Schmidberger got off a block for that as well. Back to the 25. 3 wide receivers left. 1 to the right for Bo Foster. Jail Johnson to the right of the quarterback. It's a handoff to Johnson coming near side, trying to get off the tackle, and there the Indians are again for a tackle for loss. Finished off by Hunter Brown back at the 27-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 2. Hunter Brown with the tackle for loss. Hayes High getting to the football. Call it the 26, a loss of a yard still.
Hunter Brown with the tackle, but that was set up by Palmer Hutchinson, who was blitzing from the linebacker position. He was back there first with the initial contact, and Hunter Brown came in to finish off the play.
3rd and 15. The Red Demons 0 for 4 on 3rd down so far. Dawson Williams, lone wide receiver left, 3 over to the right. Johnson near the quarterback. Foster, a keeper right up the middle. Watch out. Gets tackled by Hayden Brown inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and I'm guessing into the wind. Dodge City will look to go for it. Their kicker, Carlos Fernandez, 0 for 4 on field goals this year.
But a 4th and 5 for the Dodge City Red Demons, the Hayes High Indians. It's an important play to hold.
Ball from the 18-yard line. Dodge City 0 for 1 on 4th down so far tonight. 33% conversion rate on the year. Long talk from the sideline. Play clock down to 6. 3 wide receivers right. Play clock down to 3. Foster takes the snap with 1. Play action pass, looks to the right. His receiver slipped and it's incomplete, and Hayes High holds on downs again. 0 for 2 for Dodge City, and the Hayes High Indians have the football back. They overcome the fumble on the punt return, and Hayes High has the ball at their own 23-yard line.
Boy, Hayes High Indian defense there on 4th down had a little bit of pressure and just a ball that was badly thrown low, unable to be catched. Now the Hayes High Indians get the ball back, headed with the wind from their own 18-yard line.
You're right, I said 23, 18-yard line. 4:44 to go, second quarter. Hayes High now left to right, 2 wide receivers right, 1 way out to the left side, and then in the I formation with a tight end to the left. It's a handoff, counterplay. Hayden Brown is able to bust through the line of scrimmage, pick up a few yards, be taken down by Tommy Bermudez, the inside linebacker. And the ball out to the 24-yard line. A nice gain of 6 on 1st down. Kurt David, there's your yards on 1st down.
That's exactly what they need. Now that provides options. 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5. Lots of options for the Hayes High Indian offense here.
Palmer Hutchison left. He has 2 catches tonight. 1 wide receiver to the right. Power I formation behind Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown, handoff, goes to Dylan Schmidberger. 1st down 30, 35-yard line, 40. Angles to the left sideline. He's at midfield and taken down by a horse collar. There comes the tackle. Tack on 15 more yards after the 26-yard run by Dylan Schmidberger.
Great run by Dylan Schmidberger, and his lead blocker was Colton Schoendaler, who was a near side guard, pulled on there and had a terrific block to open and pave the way for Dylan Schmidberger. Colton Schoendaler, pulling guard position, performed that play exactly as it's supposed to be done.
Schmidberger a week ago in the first half before hurting his knee went for 101 yards rushing, his first career 100-yard rushing game on just 10 carries, but then hurt his knee and left the rest of the game. This is his first carry of the night, and the officials talking over the penalty. Is it a penalty? And there is no penalty. That's the second flag on Dodge City that has been picked up and waved off. Hayes High still has 1st down at the 50, but that is a second Red Demon penalty that apparently was a penalty. 4:03 to go, second quarter. Hayes High, Dodge City, no score. And lowers the shoulder, continues to drive forward, then gets flung backwards, and then somebody piles on late, and the Hayes High Indians get inside the 45 behind the running of Dylan Schmidberger, who picks up 7 on that run.
And again, a first down play, pick up 7 yards. Now you've got yourself in a second and third position. Lots of option for the Hayes High Indian offense here.
And just like that, Dylan Schmidberger is the leading rusher in the game right now with 33 yards on those last 2 carries. Ball down just inside the 44-yard line. Hutchison, wide receiver left. Markley way out to the right side. The tailback is Hayden Brown. Hunter Brown under center is going to hand it off to Hayden. Hayden hops over the line of scrimmage, gains about 2 down to the 42-yard line. Third down for the Indians. Clock rolls with 3:15 to go in this first half. Scoreless between the two teams. Hayes High out of timeouts.
Tavian Kramer coming in with the play on this now 3rd and 2. Play for the Hayes High Indians.
Hayes High now a little confusion. Somebody running off the field late. That's Wyatt Sheevy. 2 wide receivers left. Mayfield wide receiver right. Kramer in motion right to left to make it 3 that way. Screen pass incomplete. Tried for Palmer Hutchison. And it was set up well. Hayes High now 4th down. And boy, that promising drive now results in 4th and 2. Does Hayes High punt for a 6th time in 6 drives? Hayes High out of timeouts right now on 4th and 2, looking like they may go for it. Indian football is brought to you by Classic Quality Body Shop, Uber driver Jenny Atwell, and Redeem Designs. Indians out of timeouts. They come under center here for Hunter Brown. 1 wide receiver left, 2 to the right. Play clock down to 6, down to 3. They go for it on 4th and 2. They hand off over the left side where the far side official's running it. It's close.
It's going to be all about where they, obviously it's about where they spot the ball, but they're going to spot it short.
They're not even going to spot it close. Hayden Brown's going to come up about a yard short. Indians lose the ball on downs. And the Indians' promising drive stalls out at the Dodge City 41-yard line.
So 6 plays, they make it 41 yards down the field, but they end at turnover on downs.
So the Red Demons back out on the field. The offense already out there, 2:40 before halftime, and they have all 3 of their timeouts. Starting from their own 41, Foster, shotgun, 1 right, 3 left, handoff, Johnson coming near side, cuts back, gets by the initial hit, and then he's taken down by 3 white jerseys. Back at the 40-yard line, and up off the pile is going to be Mason Ibarra with his 2nd tackle for loss.
Boy, number of Hayes High Indians breaking through blocks there to really string that play along, string that play out, allowing one of the Hayes High Indians there to get the tackle.
From the 40 for Foster, and the Dodge City offense wants to throw straight. It's a screen pass, and it's knocked down by Logan Schulte. Throws out his left hand. He didn't get to the quarterback, threw up a left hand and knocked it incomplete. Foster 4 for 8 for 48 yards and an interception, but a big pass breakup for Logan Schulte, 3rd and 11. And Dodge City's 0 for 5 on 3rd down. They send 3 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. That's Dawson Williams. Jael Johnson to the left of the quarterback, Bo Foster. 2:09 to go in the half. The Indians defensively are 3rd and 8. Here is Foster to throw, looks to the side. It's dropped by Williams. He was wide open at the 45. And Dodge City will punt into the wind with 2:04 remaining in the half in a scoreless game between Hayes and Dodge City.
Boy, an uncharacteristic passing attack so far we've seen on the part of Dodge City. We've seen a drop pass, we've seen a low pass that really should have been well thrown. So Hayes High Indians have fared well so far against this passing dominant offense.
Hayes High comes after the punt, and it's nearly tipped by the Indians. Fair catch called for by Kramer, and he had a guy right in his face. Nothing called on the interference of a catch, and a good job by Kramer to get underneath that one. Dodge City forced to punt on their 7th drive. 1:57 to go, second quarter. Hayes High, Dodge City scoreless. Hayes High with the ball at their own 37. No timeouts going left to right with the wind.
You mentioned the 7th drive. Hayes High Indians, 1:57 left in this half, already on their 8th drive of the game.
Hayes High sends Wyatt Sheevy to the left, tied into the right side, and then Kramer is going to be in a position over to the left side as well, and there's going to be a penalty on the Indians. They had 12 on the field.
Well, we saw confusion earlier with a player running off late from the huddle, and this time it just took him, again, more confusion and one extra player there.
Illegal substitution is the official call. That's the first penalty of the game. There had been 2 flags thrown on Dodge City, but both were then picked up, including what looked like a horse collar. Even though Dylan Schmidberger never went down, he still got grabbed by the collar. Minute 57 to go before halftime. Hayes High now starts this drive from their own 32-yard line. No timeouts, scoreless game, 1st and 15. Schmidberger, the fullback this time with 3 wide receivers. Brown under center, hands off to Schmidberger, straight up the middle, keeps the legs turning out to the 40-yard line. That is 8 yards for Dylan Schmidberger, 41 yards on 3 carries tonight, and there's a Dodge City down and hurt right where the tackle occurred. A minute 45 remaining before the half, and Dodge City with a player down. And that is the outside linebacker. Looks like Samuel Mead, the junior, 32 tackles and an interception on the season coming in. He is down right about where the tackle happened on the 1st and 15. Schmidberger goes up the middle for 8 for a 2nd and 7. Indian football brought to you by Midwest Construction, Hertz Rent-A-Car, and Eagle Technology Solutions. And while we have opportunity, want to wish a happy birthday to our very own Harrison on the
So it's chilly down there for them, but they stick it through, and they provide a great streaming product for Eagle Communications and Eagle TV.
They're looking at the right leg of the linebacker, and I believe that was Samuel Mead who's down on the field. They continue to look at his right leg. He was right where cap of what has happened so far here in the first half is that each team has driven but not scored any points, and the wind may be playing a little bit of a factor into that because of the way field position has gone tonight. Dodge City went for it on 4th and 6 from the 18-yard line and threw incomplete. They're 0 for 2 on 4th down. Hayes High is 0 for 1 on 4th down. Went for it on 4th and about 2 yards and picked up 1 yard. Hayes High has fumbled it once on a punt return, and then Dodge City has also thrown an interception tonight as well. And these two teams, Kurt David, got to be quite honest, they seem mentally like they have been very focused in this first half despite the 2.5-hour delay by the time it was supposed to start to the time the kickoff actually happened.
Yeah, it's been a very quickly played first half here, and amazingly the Hayes High Indians already on their 8th drive of the game now with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in this half. You know, the offenses have performed well. Hayes High Indians with Dylan Schmidberger has gained some yardage on a couple possessions on first down, and that's made a difference. Last possession, that's 7th for the Hayes High Indians. 6 plays, 41 yards, but ultimately has resulted in a turnover on downs. So there's been 6 punts now for the Hayes High Indians, 1 turnover on downs. Likewise, a couple turnover on downs, 4 punts, and an interception against Dodge City. So really no one's been productive yet, but a lot of offensive possession so far.
Garden City has suffered their first loss of the season, losing 36-23 to Garden City, or to Wichita Northwest. Garden City was up 23-6 at halftime of that game. 2nd down from the 40. Kramer in motion, right to left. Screen pass left side for Palmer Hutchison. Bobbles, catches. It's a double pass down the field for Hayden Brown, and he dropped the football. He got hit by Dejan Delgado. Hayes High runs the double pass and nearly got a big play down to the 30 with the wind at their back. It would have put them near field goal range. Instead, it's incomplete. 3rd down and 7. Dejan Delgado with the pass breakup.
Well, a great pass by Palmer Hutchinson right to Hayden Brown, but yeah, you've got to compliment Delgado because that ball, that looked like it was a screen. That looked like Palmer Hutchinson was going to run with it, but Delgado read it and stayed with Hayden Brown all of the way. You got to give that young man for Dodge City some credit there.
3rd and 7. Hayes High's 0 for 6 on 3rd down. Here's a counter play. It's going to Schmidberger. He'll get minimal yardage. And it's going to be 4th down for Hayes High, and they'll be punting for a 6th time tonight.
So that time.
And Dodge City calls a timeout. A gain of 3 yards on that previous play by Dylan Schmidberger on what was 3rd down and 7. Well, Hayes High nearly hit the double pass, and give credit to Dodge City because Dejan Delgado read it well. He got to the ball at the right time when Hayden Brown was trying to pull it into his body. That was just a good football play all the way around.
Well, you talked about how well these teams have focused after a 3-hour rain delay in starting this game, but we saw on one play where the Hayes High Indians had a mix-up on formation, had a player run out late. They got caught with it on this particular possession, caused on the first play an illegal formation penalty, backed them up 15 yards, and look at that. 4th and 5, they're 5 yards short of 4th down. That was a costly penalty for the Hayes High Indians.
I'm going to try to track down some more scores for you, especially as we get closer to, halftime of our game. Great Bend was in a lengthy second weather delay where they were leading 8-6 over Wichita Southeast. Logan Clark set to punt it away with 1:13 remaining. He can really put his leg into this one if he wants, and he does so. Gets a high punt. It's going to take a Hayes High bounce inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. Still rolling. Dawson Williams acting like he's going to pick it up. Now he drops on it at the 10. That's a 48-yard punt by the Hayes High punter Logan Clark. His 6th punt of the night, and 90 yards from the end zone from Dodge City. With 61 seconds remaining in this first half, Hayes High defensively has played well. They need to do so for another minute 1. Dodge City will have to throw into the wind. Dodge City has 2 timeouts remaining.
Dawson Williams jumping on the ball there to stop the roll. The wind at the back of Logan Clark, and that ball was rolling with the wind. Dawson Williams had to jump on it just to stop that roll.
Foster takes the snap, going to run himself. He's going to go up the middle, and he's going to get minimal yardage. They marked the ball officially, it looks like, at the 11-yard line on that punt. And Bo Foster will take it 3 yards to the 14-yard line. Is that what they're going to do? Well, they're going to...
Bo Foster wanted to go to the outside of the near side of the field, and Dante Blackman at that defensive end position said, nope, not tonight. Forced that ball back up the middle for only a gain of 3.
Dodge City not in a hurry for the first time tonight. Clock down to 30 seconds. Foster will take the snap. He's going to keep it himself, look up the middle, get hit hard, and then get wrapped up at the 15-yard line. Wyatt Sheevy lays a lick on the quarterback, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Dodge City elects not to go for it here on 3rd down and 6, at least to this point. Dodge City right now not using a timeout. They had 2 left, 6 seconds remaining on the clock. The Red Demons looks like they're not going to take another snap, and we are scoreless through 1 half here in Dodge City in the Indians' final Western Athletic Conference game of the season for Dodge City. They have 2 more after this at halftime, scoreless between the 2 WAC foes. This is Hayes High Indian football.
Eagle Television High School Sports, brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today 628-67. Eagle Television High School Sports, brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today 628-6712. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Gut Shock Equipment, family owned since 1973. Choose from an incredible selection of products, including Arctic Cat. Stop dreaming, start riding. Always wear a helmet and don't drink and ride. Kurt Staub Agency, your American family insurance agent with locations in Hayes and Ellis. just the right coverage for wherever your dreams take you. Bernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Bernie's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rind Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Cross Manufacturing, looking for a few good people to join their team. Apply today. Cross Manufacturing. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful. Energy efficient and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them online at homesteelsiding.com.
Thank you for choosing the style Classic Quality Body Shop.
Classic Quality Body Shop has had the pleasure of serving this area since 1984. Much like a sports team, Shelton and his team have worked hard, grown together, and followed the playbook of taking care of customers to become one of the most highly regarded body shops in the area. Support your local team, whether on the field or when choosing who you do business with.
Thank you for choosing the style Classic Quality Body Shop.
See their ad in the next tech directory.
Steel Fabrications, the Iron Men of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications. Thirsties, before the game, during the game, and after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Call or stop by for all your real estate needs. Nextech Wireless, avid supporters of local athletic programs, and have sponsored multiple school events. Are you ready for something different? Rising value for students, employers, and communities. Log on to nckTC.edu to see what they can do for you. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years, Paul Wurtenberger Construction. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online today at HayesChevrolet.com.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything. So can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
G&L Tire and Automotive. G&L Tire is proud to be voted #1 tire store by the people of Hayes since 2005. They've been a part of the community since 1997 and look forward to seeing you at 201 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better, Walmart. Whiskey Creek Wood Fire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Leon's Welding and Fabrication. From welding and fabrication to sandblasting and powder coating to supporting the community. You can always count on Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Commerce Bank. Here's the ones that rise to the challenge. Commerce Bank. Commercial Builders. On time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs. Screen print, embroidery, design. Where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience designs. James Motor Company. Proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
Eagle Television High School Sports, brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today 628-6712. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Gut Shock Equipment, family owned since 1973. Choose from an incredible selection of products, including Arctic Cat. Stop dreaming, start riding. Always wear a helmet and don't drink and ride. Kurt Staub Agency, your American family insurance agent with locations in Hayes and Ellis. Just the right coverage for wherever your dreams take you. Bernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Bernie's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rind Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Cross Manufacturing, for a few good people to join their team. Apply today. Cross Manufacturing. Full, energy efficient, and
Style, classic, quality, body shop.
Classic Quality Body Shop has had the pleasure of serving this area since 1984. Much like a sports team, Shelton and his team have worked hard, grown together, and followed the playbook of taking care of customers to become one of the most highly regarded body shops in the area. Support your local team, whether on the field or when choosing who you do business with.
Thank you for choosing the style, classic, quality, body shop.
See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Steel Fabrications, the Iron Men of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications. Thirsties, before the game, during the game, and after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Call or stop by today for all your real estate needs. Next Tech Wireless, avid supporters of local athletic programs, and have sponsored multiple school events. Are you ready for something different? See Next Tech Wireless. NCK Tech, North Central Kansas Technical College, is dedicated to being a leader in workforce development by maximizing value for students, employers, and communities. Log on to ncktc.edu to see what they can do for you. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years, Paul Wurtenberger Construction. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online today at HayesChevrolet.com.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything. So can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
G&L Tire and Automotive. G&L Tire is proud to be voted #1 tire store by the people of Hayes since 2005. They've been a part of the community since 1997 and look forward to seeing you at 201 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better, Walmart. Whiskey Creek Wood Fire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Leon's Welding and Fabrication. From welding and fabrication to sandblasting and powder coating to supporting the community, you can always count on Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Commerce Bank. Here's the ones that rise to the challenge. Commerce Bank. Commercial Builders. On time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs. Screen print, embroidery, design. Where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best. 2204 Vine and Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company. Proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
Eagle Television High School Sports, brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today 628-6712. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian value. Worlds of Opportunity. Investing for eternity.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Here we go. Getting set for the second half in Dodge City, the Hayes High Indians and the Dodge City Red Demons. Some finals for you from our scoreboard update brought to you by Hayes Kalon. Wamego beats Concordia tonight 14-12. Clay Center beats Abilene 48-6. McPherson shuts out Rose Hill in the game called in the third, 35-0 because of weather. Wichita Southeast led Liberal at one point by the score of 6-0, and it is all Liberal since. They're up 42-14 with 2 minutes left. Great Bend leading Wichita East. That is a game that has had multiple weather delays, including a ton of hail at one point. Right now it is 7-6 in favor of Great Bend over Wichita East, and Wichita Northwest ends Garden City's run 36-23, a game that Garden City led 23-6. Halftime stats real quick: 122 yards for the Hayes High Indians, 93 rushing, 29 passing. Dodge City 40 rushing, 47 passing for a total of 87. Kurt David.
Tell you what, the Hayes High Indian defense played well. They played well all season long, and we saw it again in this first half. They came out after a 3-hour rain delay, and they were ready to play. Dodge City ran a lot of plays. They had a lot of possessions, but the Hayes High Indians able to contain them. Now what the Hayes High Indian offense needs to do is get on a roll. That's the weakness of this Dodge City team. They've given up 355 yards per game on average. Hayes High Indians already with 122 yards. They need to figure out a way to take advantage of a Dodge City defense that's given them opportunities, especially on those important first and second down plays.
The Hayes High Indians will kick off left to right for this second half. Your second half kickoff is brought to you by Steel Fabrications, the Iron Men of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications, if you need it fixed, welded, built, or sandblasted, see Steel Fab, East Highway 40 in Hayes, proud to support the area youth in all that they do. Kicking off for the first time tonight, Logan Clark, 8 touchbacks on the season, tees it up at the 40-yard line. These two teams in the first half combined for an over on both third down and fourth down, a combined City offense. They come sprinting back onto the field. They've tried to run up-tempo all night.
Well, I'll tell you what, they spent 3 hours in the locker room prior to the game, and now they've been in the locker room for another 15 minutes. They're probably just happy to be in the field, and they're sick of that locker room right now.
2 blocking backs in front of Bo Foster, the running back Dawson Williams behind him. One of those blocking backs is a big backup offensive lineman pass right side, picked up off of the turf on that far side by John Johnson. And it's an incomplete pass. The official who's out near midfield is calling it incomplete. The official on the far sideline apparently was going to let it, and now they both confer incomplete. Bo Foster now 4 for 10 passing for 47 yards, so the ball stays at the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that was a lowly thrown ball, but the far side official, or the one of the officials farthest away, picking up on that incomplete pass.
That guard in the backfield was Evan Darville, and he comes out of the game, so a different right guard than what we were originally told. Foster, second down and 10, looking down the field for Williams. It's going to be knocked down by the Indians cornerback. It is Hunter Brown going up to knock it down, incomplete.
And that time Hunter Brown playing close defense on Dawson Williams. We saw that earlier in the game with the Hayes High Indians. Tavian Kramer playing very good defense. We talked about how the Hayes High Indians can't play 1 or 2 yards off these 4 receivers. Hunter Brown playing close defense there and got the break up in the pass.
That was man-on-man coverage. 4 wide receivers, 2 right, 2 left. Jael Johnson in the backfield with Foster. Play clock down to 13 as the sophomore quarterback comes set on the 15 for the 5-yard snap. It's a draw play. Foster goes to the right side. First down 30. Watch out up to the 17-yard gain to the 37. 3rd and 10. Quarterback back draw out to the 38. It's a gain of 18. That's the first third down conversion in the game tonight.
Boy, Chase Browse back there, Logan Schulte back there, and Bo Foster able to sidestep and avoid both of them to pick up enough yardage for the first down.
Foster the snap, handoff, Johnson coming to the near side, hits the edge, cuts back, and then drilled by Palmer Hutchison across the 40 to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on first down for Jael Johnson, and Dodge City quickly back to the line of scrimmage after they pick up that 18-yard conversion. Here's a keeper by the quarterback. Foster again gets a hole right at the middle. Schmidberger hits him into Hayes High territory. Flag on the play. I think they're going to catch the Hayes High Indians for a face mask.
Boy, Bo Foster, we saw that play in the first half. Bo Foster actually faking 2 on off-tackle play and then keeping himself up the middle. It caught the Hayes High Indian defense over pursuing. He ran the exact same play then, this time in the opposite direction. He looked like he was going to go off the right tackle and then went back up the middle. But again, the Hayes High Indians over pursuing on that particular play, and Bo Foster's taken advantage of it twice now in this game.
5-yard penalty for a face mask. Hayes High had a horse collar against Dodge City earlier. It was called against the Red Demons that was waved off. 2 wide receivers right, 2 left. Foster hands off to Johnson, goes to the right side, gets hit at the 40 and dropped there. It's a gain of 1 to the 40-yard line for Jael Johnson. 17 yards on 8 carries. For Bo Foster, 55 yards on 9 carries, and he has 29 yards in the second half. Ball from the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 2 on the play for Johnson. From the right hash, 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Indians 4 down linemen. The pass by Foster near side for Williams. Williams gets. He's at the 20 line. And Mason Ibarra got tackled by a wide receiver. No holding call. And so far, another penalty that goes uncalled against Dodge City. This ball down to the 20 on the screen.
Yeah, Mason Ibarra was back there to stuff it up. Unfortunate, but it looked like John Johnson was a receiver out there that actually pulled him to the ground.
Yeah, that was the guy who's supposed to be just standing there blocking. Run up the middle. Goes nothing for Johnson at the 20. Boy, Mason Ibarra got tackled as he's trying to make a tackle. Ball still at the 20, red zone for Dodge City. They turned it over on downs at this end of the field earlier. 2nd down and just short of 10 yards. 2 wide receivers left, 2 right. Foster with Johnson, the running back beside him. He'll keep it himself. Now he's going to pass down the middle, wide open, touchdown, Dodge City. John Johnson in the end zone. The play action pass, and the Hayes High Indians bit on it, and a touchdown for Bo Foster. And the Dodge City Red Demons, it's his 8th throwing touchdown of the year. John Johnson's 2nd reception for a touchdown this year.
And John Johnson taking advantage of a receiver corps for the Hayes High Indians, who was playing 2 or 3 yards off. We talked about it. The Hayes High Indians have played tough defense. We saw Tavian Kramer playing close defense. We've seen Hunter Brown, but that time secondary was 2 or 3 yards off, and Bo Foster took advantage of it. 9th play of the drive, 80 yards down the field, and Dodge City is the first to get on the scoreboard in this game.
Fernandez' extra point is going to be up. It is no good, and he missed. Now 11 for 16 on the season. It is 6-0 in favor of Dodge City, and the ice has been broken. Now time for the Hayes High Indians to respond after that opening half drive by Dodge City. Goes 80 yards after the touchback to open the half.
80 yards in 9 plays, and ultimately ends in a touchdown by Bo Foster to John Johnson, who was relatively unguarded by the Hayes High Indian secondary.
Hayes High Indian football is brought to you by Lifetime Dental Care, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, Thomas More Prep Marion, and Cross Manufacturing. 9:46 to go in the quarter. 6-0 Dodge City. Hayes High will go with the wind on their first possession of the second half.
Okay, so the Hayes High Indians, who punted 7 times in the first half, had a turnover on downs in the first half, needs to figure out a way to get consistent drives going. And here's their first opportunity of the second half.
Hayes High in the first half, 122 yards of offense. Dodge City had 87. They had 80 on that drive alone. Hayes High may get a returnable kick here, but you got to watch for a pooch kick into this 10 to 15 mile an hour wind. Fernandez tees it up, middle of the field on the X on the 40-yard line, right to left into the wind. Hayes High trailing 6-0 after a scoreless first half, and it's a high short kick, and it's going to be returnable for Hayden Brown. From the 23-yard line, left hash gets out to the 30-yard line, stays on his feet to about the 33, 34-yard line. Hayes High will have 1st and 10 with the wind left to right and try to get this score at least tied up here. 6-0 Dodge City, 9:39 to go in the third quarter. Ball at the 34. This is the Indians' opening possession of the second half. They had eight possessions in the first half, punted on 6 of them, lost one on a fumbled punt return, and lost the ball on downs one time. Schmidberger, the fullback for this I formation, double tight end set. It's going to be a keeper by the quarterback. Hunter Brown tries to bounce it out to the left side, gets across the 35 and taken down hard on the sideline. And a Hayes High Indians slow to get up in the backfield. The Hayes High Indians, Colton Schoendaler, a 3-yard gain for Hayes High out to the 40, make that the 36.5-yard line. The far side official is close to the 37, but apparently that's not where the ball is.
Hunter Brown making something out of nothing there. He clearly wanted to go up the middle there, and no gap was there. Hunter Brown finding a way to get to the outside, pick up about 2.5, 3 yards.
Of the rushing yards of the 93 Hayes had at halftime, 44 came from Dylan Schmidberger. He is the fullback in this offset I formation. Play action pass. Brown on the double move, looking down the field. It is going to be off the fingertips of Keaton Markley, who tried to make a diving catch. Incomplete. Hayes High 3rd down and 7. They're 0 for 7 tonight on 3rd down. Brown completed his first 2 passes tonight for 29 yards to Palmer Hutchison. He is misfired on his last 4. It is now 3rd down and about 8 yards. That ball keeps moving a little further away from where the yard marker is, or the down marker is on the far side. Mayfield, wide receiver right with Keaton Markley. Hayes High down 6-0. Now 3rd down, have 3 wide receivers. Brown going to hand off to Schmidberger. Schmidberger tries to bounce to the outside, and he can't get out of the grasp of the linebacker, Carlos Fernandez, and Hayes High 3 and outs. Gain of 2 on that run.
Yeah, 3 and out possession, able to pick up 5 yards. But again, Hayes High Indians, this is now going to be their 8th punt of the game.
From the 39-yard line for the punt. Dodge City sets up like they're going to come at this. It's a high snap. Logan Clark has to go get it. There was no rush on, so Clark had time, gets off a nice punt. Williams lets it bounce at the 10, at the 5, slowed down, and it rolls in the end zone. It's going to be a 61-yard punt, and it just would not check up inside of that 10-yard line. Hayes High now down 6-0. They gave up a second half opening touchdown on a pass from Bo Foster to John Johnson. Indian football brought to you by Thirsties, Paul Wartenberger Construction, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Master Cleaners, and Steel Fabrication. Indian offense back out on the field. Dodge City from their own 20 for a second time in this half. It's going to be a handoff to Johnson. Jail tries to jump it out to the right side. There's a block in the back that gets called. That's coming back. Boy, that is a block in the back at the 21-yard line that is going to come back. 2 officials throw their flag on it. Hayes High had a cornerback there ready for the tackle and just got a shove in the back. Of course, the last 2 penalties that were thrown were picked up, so shouldn't say anything yet.
Well, there's 2 flags on this one, so two officials saw it, and they are backing the ball back up. It's going to take Dodge City back to the 11-yard line. Their own 11-yard line.
A 1-yard gain on the play, then a 10-yard loss. And Dodge City will have the ball at their own 11. Three wide receivers left for Bo Foster. 1 to the right. It's going to be a keeper by the quarterback. Foster coming near side, breaks through the initial tackle. Flag on the play as Foster gets across the 15. The flag is in the backfield, way back at the 10-yard line. Dodge City with the 6-0 lead.
Thrown very quickly on that play in the backfield.
The ball is up to the 21-yard line. But was there a penalty on Dodge City on the setup? This is a long conversation by the officials. And it is a block below the waist, an illegal block below the waist, and it's going to be backed up, and the Dodge City coach is not happy. They want an explanation. It's going to be a half the distance to the goal line. It's a penalty back to about the 5.5-yard line. And it'll be 1st down and about 22, 25 yards. The ball is just past the 5. Need to get out to the 30. We'll call it 1st down and 25 from the 5-yard line. And now Dodge City goes back with that big backfield. They bring in 2 blocking backs, and then Williams standing in the end zone as the running back. Shotgun snap, handoff then to Williams. Williams right up the middle is going to get hit by Logan Schulte after a short gain out to the 6-yard line, a gain of a yard. They may give him the 7 for a gain of 2. They will.
Yeah, great coverage there. Dodge City Red Demon offense playing conservatively, running off guard, and Logan Schulte right there.
2nd down and 23. Again, Dodge City in what looks like to be mostly a running formation, but they do have 1 wide receiver right and 1 to the left. And Dodge City looks like they're going to try to take some time here and kill this clock into the wind. 7:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Hayes High trails Dodge City by the score of 6-0. Play clock is down to 5, down to 3, down to 2. There's the snap. Handoff. Williams gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and Logan Schulte there to take him down for a tackle for loss. That is his 6th tackle for loss, all in the last 3 games. Lost back to the 6.
So it's going to be 3rd and 24 for the Dodge City Red Demons, who are backed up on their own 11-yard line.
Watch for the quarterback draw. They went 3rd and 10 and picked up 18 yards earlier. This is from the 5-yard line. Now a shift from 3 wide receivers right to 3 wide receivers left. Jail Johnson, the running back, to the right side of the quarterback, Bo Foster. Watch the draw. It's going to be Foster to throw, looking over the middle, pump fake, now looking down the middle of the field. It's intercepted, taken away by the Hayes High Indians. Hayden Brown, left side return, gets down to the 5, near the 5-yard line. Interception number 2 on the night for the Hayes High defense, and the Indians are setting up shop inside the Dodge City red zone.
Boy, Bo Foster again. That's the 2nd time we've seen Bo Foster have miscommunication with a receiver tonight. We saw it during the first half as Hayes High Indians got an interception, and that time again, Bo Foster miscommunicating with one of the receivers. Hayden Brown right there, the pass thrown right to him, able to return it to the Dodge City 8-yard line.
Hayes High has to score here. They're in the red zone for the first time tonight. 2nd turnover by the Red Demons. Brown under center for this 1st down play. It's the I formation. Handoff. Schmidberger waits and waits too long. Gets flung down to the turf. Taken down by Tommy Bermudez, and there was no chance to run. A loss of a yard on the play. Back to the 9. The Hayes High Indians get a 2nd interception on the season by Hayden Brown. And now they need to punch it in after getting the ball. 1st and goal from the 8. 2nd and goal from the 9. Down 6-0, 6:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wind at their backs. Mark Lee is the I back in this formation. Play action pass. Brown time to throw. Looks for the end zone. It is incomplete. Knocked away at the last minute by Carlos Gamboa. Intended into the right corner for Hayden Brown. 3rd and goal from the 9.
And Hayden Brown double covered. So Hunter Brown trying to figure out a way to get that ball in there to Hayden in double coverage. Unable to do so, and now 3rd and 9. 3rd and goal from the 9.
Pretty well thrown ball. Gamboa did a good job to go over the top and knock it away. So Hayes High, 3rd and goal from the 9. 5:58 to go, 3rd quarter. Hayes down 6-0. This after the Hayden Brown interception. Palmer Hutchison, wide receiver to the left. Power I formation, tied in to the right side, Graydon Mayfield. Brown under center with a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Schmidberger. Cuts back, gets inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. Hayes down 6-0 on 3rd and goal from the 9. They pick up 6 to the 3-yard line. Does Hayes High go for it here?
Well, that'll be interesting. Last week against Valley Center, the Hayes High Indians had a great first possession, got inside the red zone and decided to go for it on 4th down instead of kicking for 3. It really changed momentum for Hayes High Indians, gave it to Valley Center. Now it looks like the Hayes High Indians are going to set up for the 3-point field goal and get themselves on the board here with 5:20 left in the 3rd quarter.
Logan Clark 1 for 1, 33-yarder. The snap is down, and it's bobbled. Brown picks it up. He's running. He's looking for the back of the end zone, and it is caught! Touchdown, Hayes High Indians! Palmer Hutchison on the bobbled field goal snap catches the touchdown in the back of the end zone, and Hayes High ties it up at 6 apiece.
And Dustin, credit the offensive line there for smartly understanding what was going on. That's a broken play. That's a scramble out, and that's an opportunity to have one of your blockers downfield and then have an ineligible receiver. But the Hayes High Indian offensive line, recognizing what was going on, held their position and allowed for a legal pass play play into the end zone, and now the Hayes High Indians have tied it up.
And a punt or a extra point for a lead with 5:08 remaining. Extra point is up. The kick is good, and the Hayes High Indians have a 7-6 lead. The snap looked like it was a pretty good snap, and I don't know if Hunter just didn't quite get a good handle on it, but he did a good job of recognizing the play, and you said the offensive line stayed at home and then did a good job of Palmer Hutchison realizing what was going on, getting into the back of the end zone.
Yeah, because they see, they see Brown there trying to scramble, or they see that runner out there trying to scramble around and get downfield. They're going to go downfield and try to pick up a block, but they see that he's setting up to pass, smartly stay at home. And again, now the Hayes High Indians with 5:08 left in the third quarter, up 7-6 against the Dodge City Red Demons.
The Hayes High Indians now have scored 3 touchdowns on fourth down this year. This one gives them a lead, 7-6, 5:08 remaining in the third quarter. Indian football brought to you by Insurance Planning Incorporated, Gottschalk Equipment, and Hayes Chevrolet. Don't forget, that was set up all on the interception by Hayden Brown.
Set up on the interception, but also a great punt by Logan Clark after the 3-and-out that backed Dodge City up to their own 20-yard line. Then 2 consecutive penalties backs Dodge City back up 15 yards further. Bo Foster throws an errant pass. Interception gets down to the 8-yard line, and then finally 4 plays later on really a broken play on what was going to be a field goal attempt gets Hayes High Indians into the end zone.
So these two teams scoreless through. Will try to punch this one into the end zone for a second touchback tonight. This kickoff towards Dawson Williams. He'll just let it land about 5 yards in the end zone for a touchback. And it's a second one of the night for the Hayes High Indian kicker, Logan Clark. And Hayes High defense now out onto the field with the lead for the first time since all the way back in the Liberal game where they won 20-0.
And I'll tell you what, there's 5 minutes and 8 seconds left in this third quarter. A good stop here, and they could force Dodge City to punt one more time into this 10-mile-an-hour north wind.
3 wide receivers right, ball from the 20 after the touchback. 1 wide receiver to the left side for quarterback Bo Foster. Indians 4-down lineman, play action pass. It's to the right side. It's going to be caught, and a touchdown saving tackle by Mason Ibarra. Otherwise, it is 6 points on the slant, 12 yards to John Johnson.
Yeah, Bo Foster connecting well, saw the receiver wide open there and took advantage of it.
Johnson just caught a touchdown 2 series ago. Ball out to the 32-yard line. 3 wide receivers left. 1 to the right. Jael Johnson to the right of the quarterback. It's going to be a handoff to Johnson. Comes near side. Watch out. Makes 1 man miss. Makes a second guy miss. Picks up 9, maybe 10. All the way out to the 41-yard line. They'll call it 9 to the 41. That is a pretty generous spot. 2nd down and 1. From just shy of the first down marker. 4 wide receivers. It's a keeper by Foster. Foster makes 1 guy miss, then slips on the turf at the 46-yard line, 47-yard line, gain of 6 yards.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dodge City's changed their offensive line structure there. Alberto Real is the right guard for the Dodge City Red Demon offense. Logan Schulte's been really owning him in terms of straight-on blocking, but now they're taking Real and using him in a pulling guard position, and he's blocking for Bo Foster in the
Foster came in 52 for 88, 759 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He has 1 touchdown toss tonight, but has thrown 2 interceptions. Mason Ibarra and Hayden Brown each with a pick tonight. 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. Hayes leads 7-6. Snap, handoff, Johnson looking for a crease, goes to the right side. Indians are there. Palmer Hutchison with the initial hit. Logan Schulte, Chase Browse finishes off the running back after a gain of 1 to the 48. 3rd and 9. Dodge City is 1 for 8 on 3rd down tonight.
Hayes High Indian defensive line is doing very well when it's straight on blocking by the Dodge City Red Demons. The 2 last plays pulling guards. That's been difficult for the Hayes High Indian to defend this possession.
Near midfield, shotgun snap, play action pass, right side for the screen. It's going to be caught by Delgado. Delgado held up short of the first down in Hayes High territory at the 46-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 yards. To Dejan Delgado, his 2nd catch tonight. And Dodge City looks like they want to go for it on 4th down and 4. They're 0 for 2 on 4th down so far tonight. They're going into the wind at the 46-yard line. That pass play was for 6 yards. His quarterback, Foster, keeper, first down on 4th down. 4th and 4, and he punches it forward for a first down. Hayes High couldn't get to the quarterback. He's down at the 39, gain of 7.
Boy, a designed quarterback draw on Bo Foster was able to break through for pick up plenty of yards. Now to the 39.
Foster, quick snap, fumbled, and it's on the ground. He'll go back and pick it up. Go back into Hayes High territory, and he'll go down back at the 49-yard line. Dylan Schmidberger with the tackle, and Dylan's down on the ground. Dylan not getting up, but this is cramps. Boy, considering all the injuries Dylan has had this year, it's a cramp that takes him down right now, but the ball back at the 50-yard line. The bobbled snap loses 11. The tackle for Schmidberger, his second tackle for loss tonight, 6th on the season. Hayes High has 7 tackles for loss in this game. Schmidberger down with a left leg cramp. 2:51 to go, third quarter. Hayes leading Dodge City 7-6. Indian football is brought to you by Walmart, American Family Insurance agent Kurt Staub, and Verney's Hamburger House.
Okay, so Dodge City Red Demons on the previous possession hurt themselves with 2 consecutive penalties that backed the ball up 15 yards. This time a bad snap from center in the shotgun formation brings the ball back 10 yards. So Hayes High Indian defense has something to work with here as the Dodge City offense continues now on 2 consecutive possessions to really cause their own set of problems.
They will mark it back at the 49, so a loss of 12. Schmidberger up off the field. They're going to get that cramp stretched out a little more, and he'll return. The young man has had a banged-up shoulder from the first game of the season. He's been dealing with a knee issue since last week. 21, 2nd and 20. It's a Hayden Brown touchdown, a Hayden Brown interception set up Hayes High at the 8, and on a bobbled snap on a field goal attempt, Hunter Brown hit Palmer Hutchison. 3 wide receivers left and 1 over to the right. Johnson to the left side of the quarterback. It's a pump they're going to throw over the middle. It's going to be dropped by the intended receiver, Carlos Gamboa, and give some credit to the Indians secondary on that one because lining up the hit was Keaton Markley. He saw the ball dropped and didn't lay a hit that could have been a penalty. 3rd and 22 coming up.
Also, one of the defensive linebackers, it looked like it might have been Palmer Hutchinson there. Bo Foster had to throw over him, so the arc was high, made it a hard pass to catch.
Indians 4-down lineman. It's going to be the quarterback running on 3rd down and long, 3rd down and 22 yards, and he's going to get back all of the fumble yardage and get all the way down to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 14, and it sets up 4th down and 8. It's a distance that Dodge City will go for it into the wind. 4th and about 9 yards, 4th and 8. They're 1 for 3 on 4th down. It was on this drive that they converted on 4th down and 4 with Bo Foster keeping the ball. Play clock down to 13. Johnson, the running back, hops to the left of Bo Foster. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Foster to throw, looks to the right, now scrambling, in some trouble, looking, picks up an extra block, throws it down the field, and it's almost intercepted by Hunter Brown. Almost took it away from Gamboa. Instead, it's a change of possession on downs. Hayes High has the football. They hold with a 7-6 lead. 1:51 remaining in the third quarter.
So Dodge City has a 9-play drive, goes 41 yards down the field, and the Hayes High Indian defense holds on a 4th and 7 for a turnover on downs. Gets the ball back now with 1 minute and 51 seconds left in the third quarter. 1 minute and 51 seconds left with a 10-mile-an-hour wind at their back.
Hayes High has the 1-point lead. Indian football brought to you by Commercial Builders, Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, and G&L Tire and Automotive. That's one of the first time they got a ton of pressure on the quarterback, Bo Foster, and he had to roll way out to his left side. If he didn't pick up a late block from Jail Johnson, the running back, he was going to get hit from behind. Schmidberger back in the game as the fullback I formation, 2 wide receivers left. It's a toss to Hayden Brown, tries to hit the edge, 40, 45-yard line. He's at the 50, still on his feet, into Dodge City territory, hit from behind, all the way down at the 35-yard line. The Indians' best run of the night puts them into Dodge City territory at the 35.
Boy, really tiptoed along the outside there, making yardage for himself. Got it up to now, yep, you're right, the 35-yard line of Dodge City. Now for first down, 1:38 left in this first quarter.
Hayden Brown, 28 yards, his longest run of the year. First and 10 from the Dodge City 35. Leading 7-6, minute 25 to go. Third quarter, one wide receiver left. It's going to be a counter play. Schmidberger hits the hole at the 30 and gains 5. 56 yards for Schmidberger, 10 for Hunter Brown, 20 for Keaton Markley, 51 for Hayden Brown. And the Hayes High Indians marching left to right. 2nd and 5 from the Dodge City 30. There's 59 seconds to go in the third quarter, where Hayes has a 7-6 lead. Play clock down to 13 seconds as Graydon Mayfield comes to the huddle. Indians got to hurry up. Play clock down to 8. 2 wide receivers to the left, one of them in the slot. That's going to be Keaton Markley on that I formation. Toss left side. Hayden Brown tries to hit the edge. He's at the 30. Tries to back his way for a first down and can't get to the first down marker. Knocked out of bounds. 2 yards shy of it.
Yeah, Dante Blackman over there. Dylan Schmidberger trying to get a block to allow Hayden Brown to pick up 1 extra yard that would have been good for the first down, but now going to be third down. Looks like it's going to be 2 yards for them to get the first down.
From the 27, Hayes High is 0 for 9 on third down tonight. 24% on the year. Dodge City allowing just a 37% conversion rate on third down. Hayes High has the clock stopped with 36 seconds. Wins at their back. Wide receiver right. Double tight end formation on third down and 2. Dodge City, 8 in the box. It's going to be a play action. Watch out. Hunter Brown in trouble. Now he's going to cut it up. Can he get the first down? Stays on his feet. The senior drives across the 30 or to 25-yard line to the 24. Busted play. Picks up 3 when they needed 2. And Hayes High, for the first time tonight, converts on third down.
Boy, Hunter Brown actually weaved through 3 different tacklers for the Dodge City Red Demons and just wasn't going to be denied.
It'll be an opportunity for Hayes High. They do have to run a play, for this third quarter. Mayfield, wide receiver out to the right, I formation. Hayes High at the 24, 1st and 10, handoff. Hayden Brown, counterplay, runs behind his left tackle, Dante Blackman, and picks up about 3 yards down to the 21-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. The end of a quarter where Hayes High now leads Dodge City by the score of 7-6. We're back for the fourth quarter. This is Hayes High Indian football.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
For over 60 years, Eagle Communications has been the leader in value and service. And over that time, our specialized teams have been helping businesses grow because Eagle is your one-stop for business solutions. We can provide the latest in hosted phone, reliable fiber internet, IT support, business compliance, and network planning. Plus, we offer affordable advertising on television, radio, and digital platforms. Call our employee owners today and let us serve you. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
To the fourth quarter, Hayes High with the 7-6 lead in Dodge City. It's the Indians' final conference game of 2017, trying to have a 3-1 mark in the conference and still keep themselves as part of the conversation at the end of the year when the dust settles in 2 weeks.
Dustin, this fourth quarter starting, and we were talking in the break there, that quarter end couldn't have come at a more appropriate time. It was time for a break for this Hayes High Indian offense. This game's moving very quickly.
Indians now into the wind, right to left, 7-6 lead. Brown under center. He's going to turn, try to cut it up the field. Watch out, taken down way deep in the backfield. Oh, he needed to option that football. Keaton Markley had gotten way out to the side. If he options it, it's a chance to pick up big yardage. Instead, a tackle back at the 27, loss of 6 on the first play of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. Hunter Brown's backed up in the backfield. He's got 3 Dodge City defenders back there pursuing him. You've got to have a perfect pitch out to Markley there. If there was no margin for error, I think Hunter Brown smartly took that ball to the ground, gave himself another play to try to get some yardage downfield.
From 2nd and 6 to 3rd and 12, and the Hayes High Indians are 1 for 10 on third down tonight. They just converted on 3rd down and 2 by a yard. A turn and a handoff. Dylan Schmidberger hits the counter play, gets to the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. And as Hayes High attempt a field goal here, leading 7-6 into the wind. They're going to have 4th down and 5 yards to think about it. It was a gain of 7 for Dylan Schmidberger.
Boy, that time Chase Browse, the near side guard, the left guard, as a pulling guard going to the right side of the field, opened up a hole there nicely. So great move, great quickness by Chase Browse from the pulling guard position to get there and help open up a hole.
4th and 5. Brown under center trying to draw Dodge City off sides. 2 guys jump, but apparently by not enough. And Hayes High is going to take a timeout. Tried to get the free 1st down on the 5-yard penalty. Does Hayes High, what do they do, I should say, here in this 4th quarter? Indian football brought to you by Whiskey Creek, Home Steel Siding and Windows, and Next Tech Wireless. Points at a premium with 10:39 to go. 4th quarter, Hayes up by a point, 7-6. We were scoreless at halftime. This game started 2 hours and 40 minutes late because of weather delays. Well, once we've got started, it has continued to play through the night.
Okay, so now the Hayes High Indians now on what's going to be their 8th play of this drive, starting at their own 37-yard line. They've moved the ball well down the field, so 4th and 5 have a decision here to make as they can. We've talked about it before, facing a 10-mile-an-hour wind. It would be a
about a 35-yard field goal.
Yeah, 35 or 36-yard field goal.
Right now, the Hayes High offense still out onto the field. 10:39 to go in this 4th quarter. 4th and 5. Hayes High tonight 1 for 2 on 4th downs. Shotgun formation for quarterback Hunter Brown. 3 wide receivers out to the left. Schmidberger to his right. Play action pass. Brown looking down the field. Incomplete. And it's intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone, and it's going to be ran out by Gamboa. Flag on the play. I think there's a pass interference penalty coming against Dodge City potentially.
Well, that's a late flag for a pass interference penalty.
Yep, pass interference on the Dodge City Red Demons. Hayden Brown was cutting to the corner. He was running the corner route to the end zone, and he got ran into by the Red Demons secondary. Hayes High looks like they're going to get a 1st down on a penalty on 4th and 5. Pass interference, Dodge City. And the Hayes High Indians will get 1st down, half the distance to the goal. Yeah, Hayden Brown got tackled on his route. So the ball is at the 9, 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Hayes High driving into the wind, 10:28 to go. And we see Samuel Mead on the crutches back on the sideline. You hate to see that for Dodge City, such an outstanding linebacker. Toss left side, Hayden Brown trying to hit the edge. He's at the 15. He cuts back, gets taken down by the jersey and 3 other red jerseys. It's going to be a loss back to the 12, a loss of 3 on 1st down.
Boy, it's too bad he couldn't have gotten 1 more yard to get behind that defender, because Dylan Schmidberger was down about the 2 or 3 yard line with a lead block there. Could have had a clear path to the end zone, just needed 1 more yard to get around one of those defenders.
So 2nd and goal from the 12, and Hayes High here is going to try to punch this thing in as they get a 1st down on a pass interference call. Wide receiver over to the right, I formation. There's a tight end left side. That's Wyatt Sheevy. Brown under center. He's going to roll out to his right. Look to throw. Now in some trouble. Rolling out to his right. Throwing for the end zone, and it's knocked away. Intended for Wyatt Sheevy. 3rd and goal from the 12-yard line coming up for Hayes High.
Okay, well, the Hayes High Indians got a second lease on life here with the pass interference penalty. Called late by the officials, but still a pass interference penalty that gave Hayes High Indians the ball inside the 10-yard line. But now it's 3rd and goal from the 12.
This is after Dodge City drove inside the 30 but lost the ball on downs. Hayes High now 3rd and goal from the 12. Got it back at the 9 after the penalty, then lost 3 on the 1st down toss play. 9:36 to go. Clock stopped in the 4th quarter. Indians up a point. Wide receiver left, Wyatt Sheevy. Slot left, Keaton Markley. I formation for Brown. Turn, hands off to Schmidberger, and that's going to go nowhere. Maybe a yard to the 11, and that's it. Schmidberger leading the Indians in rushing, 64 yards on 10 carries. What does Hayes High do on 4th and goal from the 11?
Well, right. they've got to remember, they've got a kicker who has not been very successful on field goal attempts, but Dodge City will have the ball
with the wind at their back when they get it back. So Hayes High right now leads 7-6. They want to go for it on 4th and goal. Hayes High 2 timeouts remaining in this game. Ibarra, wide receiver over to the right. Toss play for Hayden Brown, trying to hit the edge, and he's going to go nowhere. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
So a 12-play drive goes 39 yards and gets Hayes High Indians all the way down to the 14-yard line, but it ends up being a turnover on downs. And again, now the Hayes High Indians up by 1, 7-6. But Dodge City with the wind at their back with 8:51 left. And yeah, we talked about it. Dodge City's got a field goal kicker who hasn't been very successful, but with the wind at your back, they got to like his odds a little bit better.
Foster rolling out, screenplay set up. Indians nearly tip it. It gets to Williams. Williams at the 20, tackled from behind at the 25-yard line. He's going to pick up 11 out to Dawson Williams on the screen. Dylan Schmidberger nearly jumped up and picked it off. 115 yards passing for Bo Foster. Williams with his 3rd catch of the night for 33 yards total. Ball out to the 25. Foster, play action, wants to keep it himself. Going to get hit. He's going to get to the 30, fall forward to the 31-yard line, gain of 6. Hayes High trying to defensively bow their backs once again. Dodge City with the ball, down by 1, 8:20 remaining in the game. Williams, lone wide receivers left, 3 to the right side. Handoff, Johnson. Johnson cut back, gets by the first guy, gets by the second guy, now gets hit by Mason Ibarra. He won't get away. All the way back at the 21-yard line. Where does forward progress end the play? Wow, all the way back up to the 27. They gave him 6 yards back. It's a loss of 4. Ibarra will get credit for his 3rd tackle for loss. 3rd down and 8. Does Bo Foster run it again? Different running back this time. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. That's Tade Pike, the running back. It's going to be a play action looking down the field. It's going to be incomplete. They try to hit the backside wheel route to Dejan Delgado. Hayes High almost bid on it. The pass overthrown. 4th down. Does Dodge City punt here from their own 27-yard line?
Boy, that time Bo Foster had to throw over Hunter Brown, so he had to have a high arc on the ball, and that wind at his back really just pushed that ball outside the receiver's reach.
Dodge City at their own 27, 4th and 8, and they look like they want to go for it here.
They've quick kicked before. We saw it in last game on the film, and they were going to quit. Looks, I guess, quick kick again like they did in the first half.
The quarterback takes an extra step back. He is going to kick it, and Hayes High will let it bounce. This is going to get a great distance. And mainly because A, Hayes High was not going to run on it, B, the wind at the back, and it's going to roll all the way down to the 2-yard line. The quarterback, a 71-yard punt by Bo Foster. So Hayes High, now you're up 7-6, but you've got the ball at your own 2-yard line, maybe 3. Where'd they mark it at? You got to go forward with this.
75 yards on the punt.
The ball is at the 2.
2-yard line.
Hayes High, right to left, and there needs to be a lot of left in that right to left as we view the field from the press box. Hayes up 7-6. The 71-yard punt down to the Hayes High 2-yard line on the quick kick by the quarterback.
Well, Logan Clark took advantage of the wind at his back in the second quarter, and this time but Dodge City was able to do it on their punt.
Dodge City nearly jumped off sides, and did they? There's a flag. Movement is at Hayes High. If they did, they'll be back at the 1. It is. Hayes High back to the 1-yard line. Hayes High's 3rd penalty for a total of 11 yards. Indians are up a point, 7-6, but now they've got the ball at their own 1. I don't have to tell you, but I will. A safety gives Dodge the lead. 1 wide receiver to the right, Mason Ibarra. He's way out to the sideline. Ball on the left hash. Brown will take the snap from under center inside his own end zone. He will get it to Schmidberger, who picks up a yard back to the 2-yard line. And Hayes High has the ball to have to punt into their own into the wind if they cannot pick up 10 yards in the next 2 plays. 2nd down and 10 from the 2. 7 minutes to go, just inside 7 minutes to go. Hayes up 7-6. Play comes in from the sideline. That's Graydon Mayfield running it in. 14 seconds to go on the play clock. Hayes High, 2 timeouts left. Dodge City with all 3. Hayes has just 5 seconds to get this play off. Brown under center on 2nd and 10 from his own 2. Handoff, Schmidberger gets hit and dropped. Evan Darville, the defensive tackle.
They'll give him forward progress to the 1, but he did lose 1 yard on that play.
I think they're going to give him right back at the line of scrimmage. Okay. No gain.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10 now for the Hayes High Indians, backed up on their own 2-yard line.
Hayes High tonight 1 for 12 on 3rd down. If you're going to convert, this would be a huge time to do so. This follows the 71-yard punt by the quarterback for Dodge City. Bo Foster, the 3rd different punter tonight for the Red Demons. Brown under center. He's just going to keep it himself, try to go up the middle. He'll get out to the 5. So picks up 3, and that's about as best as you could hope to do right there. And Hayes High will punt dangerously from their own 5-yard line on 4th down and 8. And Logan Clark will set up from inside of his own end zone. Dodge City, do they come after it? They've been close twice. Hayes High's 8th punt. The punt away by Clark, and it's a low line drive kick, but it's going to take a great Hayes High bounce. Still rolling out to the 40, past the 41-yard line, and die right between the 41 and 42. A 36-yard punt with Dodge City bearing down on him. 8th punt for the Indians. They lead 7-6, but Dodge City, that change of field position on that 71-yard punt has put them near field goal range with 5:13 remaining in the game. Indian football brought to you by Redeem Designs, NCK Tech, and Commerce Bank.
Logan Clark kept that ball low on that punt, kept it out of the wind, and that's about as good as anybody could have hoped for. Back in Dodge City, up now to the Hayes High Indian 42.
Foster takes the snap, going to keep it himself, cut back, watch out from the 41 down to about the 37-yard line, gain of 4. Boy, Hayes High has nearly got Foster multiple times near the line of scrimmage. 80 yards rushing for Bo Foster tonight. 2 left, 2 right. Tate Pike is now the running back to the right of Foster. Does he keep it again? No, he's going to play action pass. Watch out, down the field. Intercepted! Hunter Brown with the pick! Inside the 15-yard line. Indians' 3rd interception of the night. Hunter Brown gets the interception, his 3rd of the year.
Well, we can't tell you how important that is for Hunter Brown to make that interception. That now gives the Hayes High Indians the ball on their own 13-yard line with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Remember, 2 possessions ago, the Hayes High Indians had the ball on the 11-yard line on a 4th down, elected to go for it on 4th and goal from the 11 instead of kicking a field goal. That field goal would have made it a 4-point margin, would have made it 10-6. But now with Dodge City with the wind at their back, only a 1-point deficit. A field goal wins this game for Hunter Brown to pick out that ball and give Hayes High Indians the ball back with only 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. Very important.
I formation on this 1st and 10 play. Dodge City brings the blitz. Hunter Brown's going to keep it. Gets away from Darville. Gets to the right side. 15. Angles to the sideline near the 20, and he's pushed out of bounds. Nice run on 1st down of 7 yards for the Hayes High Indians.
And on 1st down, they pick up 7 yards on what may be the most important drive of this game, to have consistent ball control and run some time off on the clock to pick yardage up on 1st down. Very important.
Hayes High going right to left. Dodge City 3 timeouts. Hayes High 2 timeouts. The ball rests in between the 19 and 20-yard line, right to left. Late night in Dodge City. Indians up by a point. Sheevy and Markley, wide receivers left. Ibarra to the right. I formation for Schmidberger. It's going to be a keeper by Hunter Brown. Just keeps it straight up the middle, but he's not going to pick up the 1st down. Picks up the ball to just shy of the 22-yard line. Picks up 2. Hayes High needs about 1.5 yards on 3rd down, and on 3rd down they need about 1.5 yards here to keep this drive going. They need to get out to the 23-yard line. The ball is just shy of the 22. 4 minutes to go in the game. Hayes up 7-6. The huddle breaks with 7 seconds, and Hayes High is going to have to take a timeout here.
They have 2 left. They'll take one of those, so they'll have 1 left in the game. Dodge City Red Demons have all three timeouts left to use in this remaining 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Timeout comes with, as Kurt said 3:51 remaining. Indian football brought to you by James Motor Company, Leon's Welding and Fabrication, and Eagle Communications. Hayes High is +2 in the turnover category tonight, picking off Bo Foster 3 times tonight. He came in with 3 interceptions on the season. Interceptions tonight for each Hunter Brown, Hayden Brown, and Mason Ibarra. 3rd down, 1.5 yards for Hayes High. 3:51 to go in the game, and the Hayes High Indians up 7-6 in their final Western Athletic Conference game of the year. Dodge City is 2-0 in the WAC. After surviving in Liberal 28-27, they beat Hayes 7-3 in their 2 conference games. So Garden City 2-0 in the conference. Dodge City 0-1 in conference play. They still play Garden City next week in Garden City for the Hatchet, and then they play Liberal to finish off their 8-game schedule. And then that 9th game is set by the seedings 1 through 16, both East and West. Hayes High, 3rd down and 1.5 yards. They'll line up under center, split their wide receivers, 1 left, 1 to the right. Offset I formation. Brown is going to keep it himself. He's going to go to the right side. Does he get the first down? He will. He'll get 3 yards when he needed 1.5 yards. Hayes High now 2 for 14 on 3rd down. But, boy, that was a huge one right there.
Boy, that was an important conversion of 1st down. It gives the Hayes High Indians a ball for 3 more plays. Now Dodge City calls timeout, it looks like, with 3:45 left.
They want to try to preserve as much time as possible. But Hayes High will have 1st down. First time out for Dodge City in the half. Hayes High enters district play starting next week. Home against McPherson, at Abilene, and home against Wamego. McPherson will enter district play at 5-1. They beat Rose Hill tonight 35-0. Abilene and Wamego will battle next week. Abilene loses to Clay Center tonight 48-6 and falls to 2-4. Wamego beats Concordia 14-12. They are 3-3 on the year. That's a Concordia team that had won 3 in a row, including over state-ranked Marysville, and that's back-to-back Wamego wins by the score of 14-12.
Yeah, that was actually very surprising. Wamego had been on a losing streak there. Concordia on a 3-game winning streak, and that game really looked like that would go in Concordia's favor. But Wamego battling in a game that probably weren't favored on to come away with a win.
Ball is at the 24-yard line. Indians right to left into the wind. 1st and 10 after converting on 3rd down for just the 2nd time tonight. Ibarra, wide receiver right. Indians will put a slot right side. Keaton Markley. I formation. Turn. Handoff goes to Hayden Brown. He's going to get 2 yards across the 25 near the 26. Timeout Dodge City, and it took just about 3 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, that time Evan Darville, the defensive tackle, he's a 295-pound junior. We've talked, he's got 6 tackles for loss coming into this game. That time just fought off a block to make the tackle near the line of scrimmage.
Dodge City down to a single timeout remaining, the same as Hayes. The ball is marked on the 25 now. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Hayes High picked up 1 yard on the play. A game that was delayed by a little over 2.5 hours because of weather. This game didn't even get kicked off until close to 9:40. And then a quickly played first half, scoreless between the two teams. Dodge City went up 6-0 on their first drive of the second half, a 20-yard touchdown pass from Bo Foster to John Johnson. Hayes High then gave the football back to the Red Demons. But Hayes High battled back, got an interception by Hayden Brown. And Brown ended up, then Hunter Brown, on a bobbled snap on the field goal attempt, found Palmer Hutchison in the back of the end zone. The difference in the game right now is a bobbled snap on a field goal attempt. But then everything worked perfectly on the PAT. 2nd down and 9 from the 25-yard line. Indians right to left. Schmidberger, the fullback. Dodge City crowds the line. It's going to be Hunter Brown trying an end around, and the Indians fumble the football. It's down on the ground, picked up by the Red Demons, and Dodge City scores. The Indians tried the reverse. They have a player hurt on the play. That is Keaton Markley, who fumbled the football. Unbelievable.
Boy, reverse was set up there, and that's one of the things I was thinking about going in that play is what a great time for some misdirection there. Don't be too conservative and go just straight off guard. Use a little misdirection to get Dodge City Red Demon defense off guard, but yep, a fumble in the backfield, return for a touchdown, gives the Dodge City Red Demons the lead with 3:30 left. Now 12-7 for the Dodge City Red Demons.
It's the play the Indians used for a touchdown in Liberal in their 20-0 win on their opening drive, and now Keaton Markley is down on the ground at the 15-yard line, and now that becomes the bigger concern here. And the Hayes High Indians are now down 12-7, pending either a two-point conversion or an extra point, and Keaton Markley is up, but very slowly.
So you've got to assume Dodge City's going to go for the two-point conversion here on their first touchdown of the game. Their point after touchdown attempt, the kick was no good. It is with the wind, but obviously the 2 points makes it a 7-point game. You got to assume that they would do that in this particular case.
Wow. Unbelievable. Dodge City is going to look like go for two here. Here comes the offense. The ball will be placed at the left hash mark. Hayes was up 7-6, just converted on third down. A couple of plays made Dodge City burn two timeouts. There was a little over 3 minutes remaining, and Hayes tried a reverse and ended up fumbling the football. Dodge City picked it up, a scoop and score for the 12-7 lead. Foster, two-point conversion run up the middle. He reaches. He's going to be short. He did not get in. Still no indication from the officials. And no good. So Hayes High needs a touchdown. The 6 points would give them the lead, but they are down 12-7 with 3:30 remaining.
And they're going to start deep in their own territory. The Dodge City Red Demons are going to kick off with the win. Most likely it's going to be a touchback. Hayes High Indians probably going to have to go 80 yards for a touchdown to get this ball back in their favor, game back in their favor.
They may be doing it without Keaton Markley, who was injured on that play. Hayes High down 12-7 now, 3:30 remaining. There's not a lot of people here, but boy, what momentum Hayes had and just got sucked right out of the stadium. Kicking off Carlos Fernandez. Hayes High will send Hayden Brown back to return the kick. He had a 97-yard kickoff return last week for a touchdown that was called back because of a penalty. Does he have some magic in those legs here in Dodge City? Fernandez will address the football. The kick is going to be returnable. Brown will set up shop from the goal line. He's going to return from the 5, 10, right side return, 15. Try to get to the outside, can't do it, and Hayes High is going to have to go 85 yards to try to win this football game with one timeout and 3:21 remaining. Hayes High had the lead and the football, fumbled on second down, and now the Indians got to organize their best drive of the night.
Now, they only have one timeout, but they've got 3 minutes and 21 seconds left. They don't need to pick up all 85 yards on one or two plays. They've got time to institute a solid drive here. They just aren't going to be able to be very conservative running off guard or off center or off tackle.
Wide receiver right, Tavian Kramer, and now Dodge City, I think, just took their final timeout. They did. So whatever Dodge City saw defensively or from the Hayes High offense, they did not like. Hayes High, by the way, Liberal ends up winning tonight by the score of 42-20. So Liberal moves to 4-2 on the season in your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update.
So Dustin, we can't avoid this. You know, we talked about 3 possessions ago. The Hayes High Indians had a 1st and goal. It was actually had backed up a couple yards, so they had a 4th and goal from the 11. They chose to run the play, actually try an attempted pass play that fell incomplete. But the Hayes High Indians did not elect to take the field goal. They had a similar situation in Valley Center in the first possession of the game, and the fourth down conversion fell short, so no points on the board in that particular case, and Hayes High Indians didn't choose to kick the field goal. Had they done so, and they would have gotten it, and I know there's a lot of ifs there. We're looking at a 12-10 and not having to get 85 yards down the field. You just need to get in field goal range. So those have been big decisions on the part of the Hayes High Indian coaching staff to go for it instead of taking that field goal.
First down, Brown under center. He's going to try the screen pass near side. Palmer Hutchison dropped the football. He had 10 yards between himself and the cornerback, and he dropped the football. Palmer with 3 catches tonight, all 3 pass completions. That was the play Hayes High needed to set up. Palmer makes one guy miss, and he picks up big yardage on first down. 2nd and 10 from the 15. 3:17 to go. Hayes down 12-7. Led 7-6, but a scoop and score on an Indian fumble has put Dodge City up. They did not convert on the 2-point conversion. Counterplay, Schmidberger, nothing. 3rd and 10 for Hayes High. Boy, that incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Setting up now a 3rd down and 10. Looks like they'll give him a half a yard gain maybe, and that's it. So Hayes High, 4-down territory, a timeout left, 2:50 and counting, down 12-7 in Dodge City. Power I formation for this 3rd and 10 play. One wide receiver to the right. Now Keaton Markley in motion. Hunter Brown running for his life, looks down the field, it's thrown and it's out of bounds. Brown had no time to set up.
Yeah, he had Tommy Bermudez out back there. Evan Darville, the 295-pound junior. Bermudez, a 200-pound sophomore linebacker in the backfield, so a lot of big defensive power for Dodge City in the backfield there, chasing down Hunter Brown.
Well, if Hayes High holds on to the football, you at least, if you end up still having to punt, you make Dodge City drive. The worst of the worst could have happened, and that's a turnover, and it was picked up and scored by Dodge City. 2:35 to go. Hayes High has a single timeout left. This about could be it. Down 12-7. 4th and 10, 3 wide receivers right. Brown takes the snap. It's going to be a blitz. Pass over the middle. Caught by Graydon Mayfield. He held on to it. First down, Hayes High on the 4th and 10 play. Out to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 18 to Graydon Mayfield.
We've been looking for Graydon Mayfield to do some great things. But, you know, he's a senior, 184 pounds, but 6'4" is a big target for Hunter Brown, and that may be his most important reception so far this season.
3 wide receivers. Fresh life for the Indians. 1st and 10 from the 33. I formation. Brown will hand off to Schmidberger on the counter, and the Indians got nothing out of it. Dylan Schmidberger had an opportunity if he was able to get by the first guy to get big yards. 2:03 and counting. Hayes High 67 yards away from pay dirt and taking a lead. Mayfield to the right. Sheevy, no, Palmer Hutchison comes out to the left. Now there's 3 wide receivers to the right side on this play. Dodge City brings a blitz from the edge. Indians pick it up. Brown to throw over the middle. Incomplete. Look for the same route, trying to get it to Graydon Mayfield. Brown tonight, 4 for 13 for 50 yards. 3rd and 10. Clock stop, minute 46 remaining.
And now Graydon Mayfield going off to the sideline, hopping a little bit. Looks like he's favoring either the right or one of his ankles there as he goes off to the sideline.
67 yards in a minute and 46 seconds. Hayes High had the lead, but lost the lead on a fumble that was picked up and scored by the Red Demons. Brown, shotgun formation. Schmidberger to his left. Dodge City, 3-down linemen. They do not bring a linebacker. Brown to throw, looks to the right side. Caught by Keaton Markley, and he gets across the 40 for a first down out to the 43-yard line.
And behind the ball. I'm not so sure that ball wasn't tipped near the line of scrimmage, and Keaton Markley kept his eye on it and able to bring it down.
15 yards for the Indians. Keaton Markley, his first catch of the night. Ball is out to the 42-yard line. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Now Dodge City brings the blitz. Brown gets overwhelmed and taken down. Minute 24 remaining. Indians with a timeout. They'll use it right here. No chance blitzing on the play. Dodge City brought some heat on that one. It's the defensive end, Jay-Sean Taylor, that ends up with the sack back at the 37-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about 8 yards.
Hayes High Indian offensive line picking up the interior of the defense, but not picking up that blitzing defensive end or blitzing linebacker.
Loss of 6 on the sack Ball back to the 37-yard line. Hayes High now out of timeouts with a minute 22 remaining. They converted on a 4th and 10 and a 3rd and 10 to keep this drive alive, but then a sack causes Hayes High to use their final timeout of the game. Dodge City without any timeouts left. Scoreless first half. Hayes High led after 3 quarters, 7-6. Still had that 7-6 lead, and then a fumble that was picked up and scored by Dodge City has us at 12-7. Dodge City has missed an extra point tonight and has misfired on a 2-point conversion. Ball is at the 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 16. Hayes High is 63 yards away from the north end zone. Split wide receivers. Double slots, screen pass, set up, caught by Hayden Brown, switches hands, gets to the 45, no he doesn't, he gets hit, taken down by Bo Foster in a huge tackle. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, a gain of 6.
Yeah, so now it's going to be 3rd down, about 10.5 yards.
Hayes High sees Dodge City bring the blitz. Again, a screen play set up, this time for Schmidberger. Schmidberger gets a block into Dodge City territory and out of bounds, just shy of the 1st down marker by 4 yards. He'll pick up about another 6.
Boy, and he got out of bounds there to stop the clock with 53 seconds left. They're going to mark him back at the 50-yard line. This is going to be a 4th and 3 for the Hayes High Indians.
Hayes High with the game on the line here. That's Dylan Schmidberger's first catch of the year. Mayfield brings the play in from the sideline. 53 seconds to go. Hayes High down 12-7. A defensive score by Dodge City. The difference right now, 2 wide receivers left, 1 over to the right. Brown under center for this 4th down play. Looks to the right quickly, now has to roll out, looks to the sideline. It's dropped in and out of the hands of Keaton Markley. And that's going to do it. Hayes High scored their points on a bobbled snap on a field goal attempt. Dodge City scores their game-deciding points on a fumble, scoop, and score, and Hayes High is going to lose a 3rd consecutive game as they lose the ball on downs.
Hayes High had the ball for 10 plays. They were able to bring it 35 yards up the field, but a turnover on downs now for yet another turnover on downs for the Hayes High Indians.
So Hayes High will, or Dodge City will take a knee here. They're in their running formation that they have been in most of the night, and it's just a knee taken by Bo Foster. And Dodge City will need to do the same one more time. Heartbreaking loss for the Hayes High Indians.
Going through my stats here, 3 turnover on downs, 9 punts in this game, and a key fumble deep inside their own territory that ended up in a score that the Dodge City Red Demons picked up for a touchdown, the game-winning touchdown, to take the game 12-7.
And the final score in the favor of the Red Demons, who on the season improved to 3-3, 1-1 in the Western Athletic Conference. Hayes High drops to 2-4, 2-2 in the Western Athletic Conference. And Kurt David, this is a second tough Western Athletic Conference game to swallow for the Indians.
Yeah, this really is this is a second tough game in a row. This was a winnable game, and I'll tell you what, the Hayes High Indian defense again playing superbly to shut down an offense that was the Western Athletic Conference league-leading offense in passing. This team picks up a lot of yards, but now for yet another game, we see where the Hayes High Indian offense inconsistent and had too many 3-and-out possessions tonight, resulting in 9 punts, 3 turnovers on downs, and a big fumble, a mistake back deep in the territory that really cost them the game in this. The Hayes High Indian defense playing solidly, but somehow as the Hayes High Indians move into a game next week against McPherson And then Abilene and Wamego starting district play, starting the playoffs next week. They're going to have to figure out a way to turn this offense around and pick up more consistent yardage.
Hayes High falls by the final score of 12-7. That's their final Western Athletic Conference game of the year. They'll start district play next week at Lewis Field Stadium against the McPherson Bullpups. For Harrison, who celebrates a birthday in a couple of days, and Gabe, Kurt David here in the booth. I'm Dustin Armbruster for Hayes High Indian Football.